Kung wala ka talagang skills, mahirap talaga maghanap ng client. Kung skills mo galing ang call center, you don't have any other skills, mahirap talaga maghanap ng client. I didn't say I don't train anything. This is study time for me. It says study with me. So if you guys aren't reading what's here, you should learn to read. Because it's a job application, like you have to read what's needed. Right. I'm not training anyone. This is study time for me. Because you should be adding to your skill set. You should be upskilling. You're only as valuable as your updated skills. Kung hindi ka nag-upgrade ng skills, wala kang silbi sa clients. Tsaka kung yung skill set mo, maraming gumagawa, ibig sabihin, marami kang kalaban sa client. So, maraming mas magaling kaysa sa'yo. Ngayon, kung may skill set ka na gustong-gusto ng mga clients, hindi ka mahirapan maghanap ng clients. The reason why nahirapan kayo maghanap ng clients is because your skill set is the same skill set that 15 million other VAs have na galing ng BPO. That's the reason. You tell me your skill set, I'll tell you if a client will pay for it and how much a client is willing to pay for it. Kung skill set nyo lang is nag-calls kayo sa call center and magaling kayo mag-English, tingin nyo, like, clients don't really pay for that. They'll pay you $3 an hour. They'll pay you $2 an hour for that skill set. What other skill set do you have? Kung UX designer ka, pwede nga magsimula at $8 an hour, starting for UX designer. Kung full stack web developer ka, magsisimula ka at $10 an hour, probably, kung may experience ka. Wala kang ganong skill set mo is galing ang call center, and that's all that you know, $2 an hour, $3 an hour, that's it. Kasi ang daming yun yung skill set eh. So, anong bagsak mo? Appointment setter. That's it. Cold caller. That's it. kung yan ang skill set nyo and you're not training yourself on other skill sets, you will get clients that will pay you $2 an hour, $3 an hour, that's it. Kasi hindi kayo nag-upskill. Have you watched my videos? There's links there to free training. Hindi nyo tinitrain yung sarili nyo, you have no business being a VA or a freelancer. I'm just being really upfront with you. I don't do training on, I don't do VA training. Marami pong nag-aalok ng training. And I'm a freelancer right now. I'm not a VA anymore. 10 years po ako nag-VA. So right now, I'm just basically a freelancer. Gusto maging VA, ang unang tanungin sa sarili mo, what skills do you have right now na babayaran ng client? What skills do you have right now that's worth money? Can you do UX design? Can you do graphic design? Do you know coding? Do you know CSS, HTML? What do you know? Kung skill set mo is galing kang call center, marunong ka magtawag, feeling mo magaling ka mag-English, your skill set is worth maybe $2, $3 an hour. Bakit? Because there is 10 million other people na ganun din ang skill set. Kaya mura lang. Ngayon, kung ano ka, full stack developer, admin, that doesn't tell me. Admin what? Admin in a law firm, admin sa SM, admin sa, like, that doesn't tell me anything. Skill sets that are worth money, web development, full stack, kung full stack developer ka, starting mo is probably $8 to $10 an hour. UX designer, starting mo is $8 an hour, starting. What's your specialty as video editor? Ang specialty mo? May specialty ka ba? Mamaya video editor ka, CapCut lang ginagamit mo. That's not a video editor. Karamihan naman po pasok as VAs na walang kaalam-alam. They don't have valuable skill sets. Their skill sets are worth, I don't know, $2 to $4 an hour. And bihira kayo makakahanap ng client. Bakit? Dami yung kalaban. Marami kayo the same skill set. If you have something that sets you apart, that's worth money. You should watch my videos. Have you watched my videos? Lahat yan. All your questions are answered with my videos. Meron pang links to free training. Di kalidad na training. Yes, tama, Mary Joy. Find your niche, be your niche. Ano ba niche mo, Mary Joy? Hey Kim, what's up? Hey B, Hey, BXO, what's up? Jack of all trades, baba ng rate. Ganyan talaga when you're starting. Kumusta, Kim? What's up, what's up? Simulan ko na yung Adobe Audition. Then I might have an interview within this week. Perfect. I'm studying for my interview. Yeah, I have a lot of tips for interviews. So, admin VA or EA or PA. So you don't know what is your niche because oo, may parang ano, ganun din YouTube channel pero more on history blah blah whichever. Binigyan ko 3 accent. Ito yung bago ko inaaral yung ano, yung Cockney accent. I was like, I can do. Meron silang ano, talk about your favorite brand, blah blah. Parang ganun. I love history. May in-applyan ako parang ano, fight sports, blah blah. Kaso hindi ako natanggap. Ganda sana yun. MMA, mga ganyan. Tsaka may in-apply, may magandang, may in-apply na ako EA pare, paso. Taas ng rate. I was like, magkano na rate nyo now? To do what? Doing what? Because I have a lot of skill sets. So if we're gonna talk about voiceovers and voice acting, medyo bago ako. So my rate is medyo ina-undercut ko yung rate ko. Kumpara dun sa mas bihasa. Diba? Diba? Thank you, Kim. Ayan. Pero if you're gonna talk about being a VA, like yung, what are my skill sets as a VA, like, you know, I'm not, like, 10.5 years. Like, you're not gonna hire me for $5 an hour, or even $10 an hour. If you're gonna hire me for operations, you know, pinaka-max na rate nyo po. Kasi nagpatakbo ako ng VA agency. So, if someone was to hire me for a VA agency, to set up a VA agency and to run the VA agency, and lahat na yon, all in, like recruitment, marketing automation, you know, pag-set up ng payroll, lahat-lahat. Diba? I know that's such a personal question, but I'll answer it because I really don't care. If someone was to hire me to set up a VA agency, then run it, then make it successful, like yung upfront is at like $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Tapos ano na, may ano pa yon, dapat may condition pa yon na parang, oh, sige, after 12 months, if yung growth ng VA agency is ganito, ganyan, so dapat may performance incentive, blah blah, diba? Yeah, I know, right, B? It's because of the instant gratification culture. Lalo na yung mga, and I'm not bashing millennials or Gen Z, pero lumaki kasi sila na parang gusto ko ngayon. Di ba? Instant food, Grab. Instant date, Tinder. Instant lahat, instant. Gusto nila, they want it now. Parang gano'n. Kaya ganyan sila. How? I wanna be a VA. Help me. Ganun sila. Instant gratification. Hindi sila marunong maghint. I don't know, like, how old you are, B, but, yung anak ko kasi, she's like a very young, kasi 1997. So, dulon-dulo siya ng millennials. Kaya yung paano siya mag-isip is like a millennial. But, paano siya magsalita is like a Gen Z. Because she falls into Gen Z, but a lot of her opinions are like millennials. Kasi, I'm a Gen X, okay? So, hindi kami lumaki na parang, I wanna see the movie now. That's available. No. You have to check the newspaper for movie times. Yung mga ganon, di ba? Kailangan mo maghintay. You have to wait. You don't get all those things like now. Di ba? Instant follower, instant likes, instant lahat. Kaya ganyan yung ibang papasok na, I wanna know, how much are you making? So, in a way, it's like, You can't really blame them because you know who made them that way? Gen X. Yung mga magulang nila. Diba? Mga magulang nila na papasok pa lang yung social media. Nobody really knew how to use social media. Nagkaanak ka, you started putting all their pictures on social media and you started telling, tapos kung paano ka lumaki. Like you don't want to, ayaw mo palakihin yung anak mo dun sa naranasan mo, diba? So it's like, I'm gonna give my child everything. I'm gonna give them all the attention. I'm gonna make them blah blah. Kaya naging entitled yung mga millennials and Gen Z because that's how, well, I don't know, but as far as that's how I raised my daughter, diba? That's not, yes it is, it's personal because you're asking about money and I don't know who you are and you don't know who I am. So it's rude, actually. Isipin mo in real life. Because I'm a stranger to you, you're a stranger to me. Would you just go up to somebody on the street and say, nagtatrabaho ka ba as VA? Magkano sweldo mo? Would you do that in real life? Baka suntukin ka, di ba? Kasi nga, and you know, you might be a, I don't know, Gen Z, because instant gratification. I want it now. I need it now. I need the information now. Kasi sanay kayo sa inyo, gusto ko ng pagkain ngayon. Grabe. Gusto ko i-deliver ngayon na. Pag binili ko yung sapatos, lalamove. Okay? I want a date tonight. Tinder. It all depends on the yeah, you're a stranger. You don't know me, I don't know you. You should be grateful I gave you that information. But then at the same time, I kind of feel sorry for, you know, especially the millennials. Pag so I have like 8 to 9 years experience like interviewing VAs and some freelancers. I kind of feel sorry for the millennials. And I kind of feel responsible because, you know, Gen X, tigasing kami. Like, you know how our parents raised us. Parang, you know, you went to school, may top 1, top 2, top 3, that's it. Nobody else gets a participation medal. Ngayon, di ba, parang may participation. Thank you for participating. You get a medal for participating. Nung panahon namin, hindi. Oh, hindi ka top 1, hindi ka top 2, hindi ka top 3, wag ka kumain. Like, our parents raised us to be tough. Okay? That's why, nung nagkaanak kami, we're like, I don't want to raise my daughter or my son like that. Parang ganon. So, we spoiled them. We made them entitled. Okay? But sa totoo lang, yung mga millennials, they're like the hippies of the 2000s. Okay? They're not bad people. You know, they are kind of entitled. You know, they are, because we made them that way. Diba? We told them, you're so special. There's nobody else like you. Let me take your picture. You took a picture every day, you put it on social media. Okay, and then what happens? They graduate, they go into the real world, then they find out, oh, they're not that special. Because it's the real world. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Diba? And it's, my heart breaks when I interview the millennials. Diba? Kasi sa totoo lang, like, they're mas gentle sila kaysa sa, and they're good at technology like Gen Z. Yung Gen Z medyo tigas, wala siyang pakialam. So, itong si Rap Battle, probably a Gen Z. Diba? Okay, I mean, it's like, how much are you making? Magkano yung sweldo mo? Ganun ng Gen Z. They don't give a shit. Pero yung mga millennials, ano pa sila? Well, you know, if it's okay, if you don't mind, like they want to make an impact in the world. Yung parang ganon, right? They're like the hippies of the 2000s, but they're kind of lost as well as a generation. So my heart like breaks for the millennials. But like millennials and Gen Z, it's like they're the instant gratification generations. Lalo na Gen Alpha. Diba? Kasi lumaki sila, there's internet, social media, instant gratification. I'm just telling you the truth, man. Exactly. You can't be honest to them without offending and invalidating. You can be honest with them. It's just that the way that you say it. Kasi Gen X, okay, diretsahan. Kasi nga tigasin tayo, pinalaki tayo tigasin, di ba? What happened po dun sa niranyo ng agency? Still in the business? Yeah, they're still in the business. I just resigned last year. What's my opinion po in gentle parenting? I thought I was doing that. Okay. Mahirapan sila, I will quit. Yeah, isa pa yan sa Gen Z. They're like, oh, pag in-interview mo, oh, how much is, pag tinanong ko, how much are you asking for? $8 an hour. No experience. They want $8 an hour in Gen Z. Pag tinanong ko, what makes you think like, what you have right now is worth $8 an hour, like you have no experience? Biglang aalis sa Zoom. Kasi, you put them on the spot, right? Yung Gen X, like, tigasin sila, like, inabuso na sila ng mga magulang nila, kaya, di ba? Yeah, I've had, like, job interview, first interview, and I'm just, yeah, tingnan mo yung reaction ni Battle Rap. Yeah, typical Gen Z reaction. Ano na siya, offended. Offended yan. You take it so personally. I don't take it personally. I really don't give a shit. Because, sorry, that's like, I'm just a Gen X. Okay? Like, we give zero fucks. And medyo diretso kami magsalita. Bakit? Inapuso na kami ng magulang namin. Hinataw-hataw kami. My parents didn't put my picture on anything. Okay. Diba? It's like, top 1, top. May A? A ba yun? Sa report card ko? Ba't may C dito? Ganun lang yun. Tapos hataw na yun. Diba? Diba? Scary, and they will expose you. Tapos mag-post sa TikTok na mag-quit ba rin lahat. Yeah. Ganun, alis sa Zoom. Yeah. You're doing a live about being a VA, then someone asks you about your topic. Then you didn't ask me about my topic. My topic is study time. Study time. That's my topic. What you asked is out of topic. So you're the one who's out of topic. May Gen X and Alpha pala. Oh, yung mga Gen Alpha, everyone that's born after 2010. Yun ang Gen Alpha. So they're not old enough to be working. Pero yung mga millennials, mga people that are born like 1984 to 1996 ata. Tapos 1997 to 2010. Yun yung Gen Z. So yung anak ko is a Gen Z. Pero dahil dulong-dulo siya ng millennial, parang medyo millennial siya mag-isip. So, and I'm not saying there's no 1990 millennial. Di ba sabi ko 1984 to 1996? Para po mag-isip ang millennial. I already discussed that earlier. My brother 97. Ayan, anak yan. 97. Millennial pa. Pero Gen Z na ang 97. Pero dulo ng millennial. When I interview Gen X, yung mga Gen Xers, yung mga kaidaran ko. So Gen X is like you're born in the 70s up until 1983. Diba? Let's say, I want to say 69 to 73. Parang ganon. 69 to 1983. Yan. Mga yan, mga tigasin. Kaya kahit anong tanungin mo sa interview. And tatapusin nila yung interview. Yan ang Gen X. Di ba? Problema sa Gen X, ang daming ginagawa. Daming gawain. Because a lot of them are already parents. Yes, di ba? Nahataw ka na ba? Oh. Ako, lumaki na ako sa abroad, Hinataw pa rin ako. Ano po common final interview? What? I don't get your question. Rephrase it. When I interview the millennials and Gen Z, like there's two types. Okay, so yun yung instant gratification generations, yung millennial and Gen Z. So when I interview them, there's the woke. You should watch my videos. Marami pong about interview questions. Watch my videos. Maraming may woke na millennial and Gen Z, and there's like medyo hindi woke, right? So millennials and Gen Z, if they're smart, they're very, very, very smart. And I know in the first 5 minutes what type they are. If they're kind of dumb, like they're really dumb. Sorry. Like, that's just my experience, right? So, I know within the first 5 minutes whether I'm talking to a woke Gen Z or millennial, or if hindi siya woke. No in between. I mean, tapos, pag okay yung resume, for me, if I'm talking to a super intelligent millennial or Gen Z, and okay yung resume, in the first 5 to 10 minutes, alam ko na tanggap na yan. Yeah. Unfortunately, actually, mas maraming magagaling na Gen Z kesa sa millennial. Because the millennials are kind of, they're like the lost generation. Kind of. Diba? Which makes me kind of guilty. Because, I'm the parent to a Gen Z na dulo ng millennial, and we kind of made them that way. May mga millennial naman na parang So, sana wag kayo sana wag kayo ma-offend, right? Because marami namang sa millennials, like they're very aware of their environment. They want to make an impact on the world. Alam mo, gusto nilang gumawa ng, they want to be like, useful to the world. They want to do something that's big and, for the world. However, kasi nga, na-lost sila. Kasi, kaya lost kami. Exactly. Yung parang, sinabihan ka ng magulang, and I know, because I did that to my daughter. Yung sinabihan ka ng magulang mo, okay lang yan, anak. Okay lang yan, kahit hindi ka mag-top 1. Magaling ka naman, di ba? Parang, okay lang. And we're the parents na nagreklamo sa mga teachers. Di ba, na parang, bakit yung anak ko, bakit yung anak ko walang medal? Mga ganon. So parang, millennials are the generation that kind of were told that even though you're mediocre, you're valuable. Parang ganon. Even though you're mediocre, like, magaling ka pa rin. And that's, in real life, that doesn't happen. Diba? Then you went out into real life, into the world, and, kind of, medyo nagulat ka na parang, you're not that special. Parang ganun yung mensahe sa'yo, di ba? Kaya ang daming millennial na ang daming call center hopper, ang daming VA hopper, ang daming, they hop with so many jobs, right? Because it's like they don't know how to wait, okay? They don't know how to wait, and they don't, because there's things that you can't get instantly, right? Like a career. Career takes years to build. Okay? Relationship with your bank account. That's never going to be instant. Love, the right relationship. When is that ever going to be instant? Diba? Hindi sila pinaghintay. Diba? They were told, yeah, sure, you can get anything you want. I'll buy it for you. I'll get it for you. We'll pay for you to go to camp. Like, their parents treated them super special, but it's the wrong approach still. And then pupunta sa interview, ako makakaharap. Okay, magugulat sila. Bakit ganun kahirap yung interview? They don't know how to handle it. Like, you don't know how to handle something that's hard. Hindi kayo sanay na lumalaban for yourself. Kasi your parents did it all for you. Right? Pero the good thing is, yung mga woke na mga millennial and Gen Z, when they're smart, they're really, really, really smart. But when they're dumb, they're just totally clueless. They have no idea what's going on. Tapos nagugulat pa sila, na-offend pa sila. Na parang, bakit ganun? Bakit ganyan? Dami kang na-interview ganyan. Dami. It doesn't make anyone a bad person. It's just, that's how you were raised. That's what's happened in the world when you were growing up or when you were alive. Kaya ngayon, pag umikot kayo sa mga live, kitang-kita kung sino kayo. Yung mga ugali nyo, di ba? I want the information now! How do I make 6 digits as a VA? Can you give me a client? O instant client, oh. Parang instant 3-in-1. Diba? There are some things you have to build. You have to wait for. There's like, your parents cannot buy it for you. They cannot, borrow it for you. Hindi nila pwedeng utangin para sa'yo. Yan, yung mga how, mga papasok sa, how? Did you try to find out for yourself? It's not that I'm criticizing you, I kind of feel guilty as well. Because I'm a Gen X na parent. Alam mo, kung yung mga hindi nagre-research, yan ang tinatanong nila. How? How po? How to become a VA? Because, if nag-research ka na, mas matalino yung tanong mo. Kesa sa, how? How to become a VA po? Like, that's just someone who wants the information because they're lazy, because they didn't go and research. Right? If you went and researched what is a VA, so nalaman mo, ang daming klaseng VA. So pupunta ka sa live ko and you're gonna be like, what kind of VA are you? And for 10.5 years, what kind of VA were you? Yan ang woke na ano. Because you did it, you try to find out for yourself first. And that's what you should do. You should find out for yourself. Akala ko ako lang nakakapansin. Dali i-google ng questions nila. I do videos on that, guys. Google is an app na sa phone, may YouTube. Yeah, there's even ChatGPT. If you don't want to Google it, ChatGPT it. TikTok it. YouTube it. Like, do something for yourself first. See? Yan, kaya tinatawag na entitled. Kaya kayo natatawag na tamad. Because you didn't do it for yourself first. Try to find out for yourself first. Yung wala kang ni-research, wala kang na-retain sa utak mo, and you're just gonna hop into a live, and you're hoping that may malalaglag na parang, 'di ba, grasya na 6 digits from somebody in the live na lalaglagan ka sa ulo. Like, it's not gonna happen. You know how long it took me to earn 6 figures as a VA? 6 years. Mabilis na yun. 6 years before I got to 6 figures. British educated pa ako sa lagay na yan. English is my first language. If you notice, I speak with an accent. It still took me 6 years to get to 6 figures per month. Tsaka yung mga pinapagawa sa akin ng client ko na so far out of the scope of my work. Kayo, pinabili na kayo ng panty ng hipag ng client nyo. Sipin nyo I'm British educated, ginawa ko yun. Kayo, ginawa na kayo ng NBI ng client nyo? Yung clients nyo, pinagsinungaling kayo? Ako, pinagsinungaling ako ng client ko, diba? Mga millennial, mga Gen Z, oh, pupunta kayo sa mall, bibili kayo ng panty ng hipag ng client nyo. Physically, to the mall, ha? Oh, I don't want to do this. I quit. So embarrassing. I'm not really political. Although, I have, medyo sympathetic ako sa leftist. But I don't identify with any political parties. Hi, Jiga. I'm not criticizing anyone. Like, it's just the way that it is. It's just the way that the world is. Right? Leftist, yung hindi yung mga traditional, mga rightist, yan si Marcos. He's a rightist. Yung mga hindi nag-a-agree sa kanya, they're leftist. You guys should read like the newspapers. Do you watch like CNN, or do you research like CNN, NBC? I mean, you should know what's happening in your world, in your universe, guys. Seriously? Stop watching the fucking K-dramas and go and watch 24 Oras. Kamusta, Jega? Eto, dapat mag-aaral ako. Yung dami na ng tanong. Sabagay, wala ko naman ng interview schedule. Sino sa inyo, feeling nyo umalis lang kayo sa call center, lumipat sa work from home, kikita na agad kayo ng 6 figures? Aminin nyo. Sino bumulong sa inyo nyon? Yung shota ng kuya, ng pinsan ninyo? Did you even bother to find out for yourself what's happening in the real world na work from home bago kayo nag-resign or umalis or sumalang sa work from home? Or naniwala lang kayo? Or baka nag-scroll kayo sa TikTok, you found what you are looking for. People who were gonna tell you that, oh, kikita ka na 6 figures. Basta bilhin mo yung course ko. Tapos yung course, General VA. Tapos feeling nyo, after nyo matapos General VA, 6 figures na yan. Yeah, go and find out. Find out for yourself. That's the point. Prove me wrong. I don't care. I've been wrong. I don't care. Pwede naman kayo kumita ng 6 figures. Kumuha kayo ng 15 na client. Huwag kayo matulog. Sa mga hindi pa alam kung ano maging niche nila as a VA, I have free training video links in my videos. Hindi ako nagte-training No. Well, I don't offer any training yet. Nakakainis mga ads na 4K. Tinake daw class nila Assured Agad. Yeah. Kasi nga, dapat ma-realize nyo, it's a sales pitch. 'Di ba? Parang yung mga nagbebenta ng mga kondo, syempre kung anong sasabihin nila sa iyo para makabenta o para maengganyo kayo. Bakit kayo biglang basta-basta nagpapaniwala? Find out for yourself is the point. If it's too good to be true, it is. Okay? It's not for real. Nasasabihin sa inyo na kunin niyo lang yung course ko, mag-aral kayo ng skin reveal. Yung mag-aral kayo ng blah blah blah. Pag nag-resign kayo, worth 6 figures yan. No. Ako 6 years bago ako nag 6 figures sa isang client. Pag sinabi ng VA agency, it's possible for you to reach 6 digits. It's possible. Okay? It means telephone sales yan. Naalam nyo naman yung sales, like, pwede kumita ng malaki sa sales. That's true. In a way, it's true. Pero kasi kayo, hindi nyo iniintindi ng maayos yung wording. Tapos babalik sila sa'yo, well, nakalagay dyan, it's possible. You can earn. Nakalagay. It doesn't say, you will earn, or yung sweldo is 60,000. It doesn't say that. It says, you can earn, or it's possible to earn. So, tama din naman sila. Eh kayo, iba lang kasi yung nasa utak nyo, ay, sweldo agad. 60,000 a week. Hindi. Ba't di kayo nagtanong? Di ba yan yung issue ngayon sa cyberbacker? Na yung isang VA, kinasuhan daw yung tips how you can improve your pronunciation po in English. The same way I do it. Go to YouTube. Yes, kaya nakalagay, it's possible. Or you can earn. It's the same thing. It doesn't say you will earn or we will give you. Nasa wording po. Kaya basahin nyo na maigi. If you want to learn how to speak English, there's YouTube. I learned the same way. Di ba yung issue nga sa cyberbacker ngayon? Yung VA nagreklamo sa NLRC. Oh, yan sa misguided racket to. $24 an hour. Kaya i-follow nyo siya. Hindi ko nga lang alam kung anong ginagawa niya. How many months before you master English? English is my first language, so I've been speaking English for as long as I can remember. And I'm a voiceover artist and voice actor, freelance right now, so yung minamaster ko ngayon is accents. Sino yung mga technical, may background sa IT dyan. Pero hindi po mag-backlash sa kanya if sumaway siya. Ano? Sa NDA. What? I don't understand your question. Ito yung problema dun sa nagreklamo tiga cyberbacker. Masyadong kasi nalaman niya daw magkano binabayad ng client niya sa agency. And then siya, it's like she's only getting $3 or $4 an hour. Kaya yun ang nirereklamo niya. Matatalo siya. You know why? Sinong pumirma ng kontrata? Who signed the contract for $3 to $4 an hour? Wala kang pakialam magkano i-charge ng agency dun sa clients. Wala kang pakialam dun. It's their business. Right? You're a VA. Yung agreement ninyo is you agreed to be paid $3 or $4 an hour. You signed that. Bakit? Tinutukan ka ng baril to sign the contract? No, you agreed to it. Kung hindi ka masaya doon, sana sinabi mo bago ka pumirma. Yun nga po, wala naman yata pumilit sa kanya. Sino bang pumipilit? Sino bang pumipilit? Wala. Nakalagay doon sa kontrata, clear as day. Right? And I've worked at 2 VA agencies. Ganon. Hindi. Nagreklamo daw sa NLRC. Pero matatalo siya. Kasi, nandun sa kontrata, kasi binabayad ng client. Ano pa pakialam mo? Magkano binabayad ng client? Diba? Tsaka bakit nagugulat ka na, yan, binabayad ng client ko. Go to your VA agency's website. Makikita mo doon magkano binabayad ng client. Hindi tinatago yan ng agency. Nakalagay sa website nila magkano i-charge nila sa client. Kasi yung mga bagong client, yung mga gusto nila silipin yung pricing for VA, nagpupunta din sila sa website. Hindi tinatago ng agency yan. Hindi nila itatago yan. Yung sasabihin mo, I found out how much my client is paying. It was on the website all along. It took you 2 years. No, I'm not hiring. I do everything myself. So, I don't need to hire anyone. And do you even know what I do? Magtatanong ka, are you hiring? You don't even say, hi, my name's Ben. I'm a bookkeeping VA. Are you hiring? Are you hiring? What if I told you, yes, I'm hiring somebody for OnlyFans? Or yes, I'm hiring people for a sex chat line. Okay sa yan? Hindi mo man lang tinanong kung anong klaseng trabaho, di ba? That's the problem. Kasi hindi kayo nagtatanong. Yan ang problema din tiga cyberbacker. Masayang masaya ka 2 years ago to sign the $3 to $4 an hour. You didn't ask any questions. Ngayon ka lang umalma, like years later, nung nalaman mo magkano binabayad ng client mo. Is that fair? That's not fair. Kung hindi ka masaya dun sa rate mo, ask them for an increase. Kung hindi ka binigyan ng increase, then fucking resign. Pero magtanong kayo. Nagmamarites Akis. Sa ano? Sa TikTok. Issue yan last week. So, nagre-reklamo, nakikita kasi binabayad ng clients. Pakialam. Wala kayong pakialam magkano binabayad ng client sa VA agency. At kung gusto nyo malaman magkano binabayad ng client sa VA agency ninyo, go to the website. They're not hiding it from you. Yung problema ang hilig natin sa K-drama So, lahat naging drama. Right? Find out for yourself. Relax ka lang. Go. You have the fucking internet. Go and Google your VA agency's website. Ngayon, kung nabablock kayo dahil IP address nyo sa Pilipinas, di gumamit ng VPN. Kaya nga po, ang gulo ng thought process ng nagre-reklamo. Matatalo siya. Matatalo siya sa final niya na kaso, I'm telling you. Because she agreed to the contract. She signed it. If you don't like your rate now, resign. Find another client, then resign. It's as simple as that. Wait lang, balito. Ay, little chop-chop. Ay, little chop-chop. that she filed, oo daw eh, nag-file daw ng kaso. Alam mo, mas malaki pa babayaran niya kaysa yung ano, makukuha niya. At matatalo siya. It's really stupid. Just because you found out how much your client is paying the agency, magrereklamo ka, maghanap ka ng abogado. Alam mo magkano abogado ngayon? Yung abogado na gagawa pa lang ng will, yung will and testament, okay? Do you know how much that is? For you to hire a lawyer to do a will and testament, acceptance fee pa lang sa lawyer is like 25,000. Pagpapagawa lang yun ng will and testament, ha? Ibig sabihin, they don't have to make an appearance, right? Yung nag-file ka ng kaso sa DOLE or sa NLRC, you have to go to NLRC. That case is going to take months. Every time the lawyer shows up, you have to pay the lawyer. You have to pay the acceptance fee for the lawyer to accept your case, okay? And every time the lawyer shows up to NLRC, like may appearance fee, tapos yung documentation fees pa. Tapos abutin niya ng ilang buwan. How do I know? Well, I was in upper management. I had to deal with a lot of that. At nag-file na rin ako ng kaso sa call center dati. I had to take on 2 jobs just to pay for my lawyer. So, hindi siya nag-iisip. Matatalo siya. Ako, may laban ako. Tsaka kinolek ko yung ebidensya. Kasi pumunta ka sa harap ng arbiter, yung kakaiyak-iyak mo, hindi mo dadaan sa iyak yung arbiter. You know what stands up at hindi korte yun, arbiter yun sa NLRC. They'll try to reconcile you first, you and the company. But it took like 7 months. Tapos may kaso talaga ako, like illegal suspension yung kaso ko. But they didn't fire me. So I still had a job, but like they didn't pay me for 35 days while they suspended me. Yun ang hinabol ko. Pero isipin niyo, magkano yung tinanggap ko for the 35 days? Nasa, let's say, magkano ba? Let's say 35,000. Yun yung hinahabol ko. Yung ginastos ko sa lawyer over 7 months is like more than double that. And umabot siya ng over 7 months. Illegal suspension pa lang yun. Because guys, yung papabiktima kayo, like stop watching the fucking K-dramas. Papabiktima kayo, ay, yun ang binabayad ng client ko, $2,000. Magkano lang napupunta sa akin? $600. Kawawa naman ako. Like, but you agree to it. Like, you should have gotten the advice first. Dapat nagpa-advise ka muna bago ka nag-file. Yeah, that's the truth of our court systems. Actually, court systems in any country, matagal talaga. Walang instant gratification sa korte. Kaya nga yung iba, 'di ba, na yung mga kaso nila nabibintla, yung mga walang pera, nabibinbin yung kaso mo ng taon kasi wala kang panggastos. No, that doesn't happen. Binalik ba sa akin? Wala. Walang binalik sa akin. Yun yung tinatawag na daños perjuicios. 'Di ba yung antag doon? Wait. Parang reparations yun eh. Wait. Yung parang parang na-damage yung reputation mo, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Pero mahirap habulin yun, lalo na sa labor. How do I know that? I had a lawyer who told me that. Sabi niya, hindi mo mahabol yung daños perjuicios, it's very hard to prove. Usually nagagrant yung mga ganyan sa mga, yung mga, halimbawa, yung mga internet na crime, yung mga libel, yung mga ganyan. Yun yung mga usually nabibigyan ng daños perjuicios, di ba? Pero yung labor, it's very hard to prove. It's very, very, very hard to prove. Yan, yung mga cyber crime, mga ganyan. Because it's easy to prove because you know, you've got screenshots, you've got kung may comments sa forum or sa chat room. Sa labor, how can you prove daños perjuicios? Sige nga. It's very hard to prove. Unless talagang na-hospital ka dahil doon. 'Di ba? That's what my lawyer told me. Sabi niya, wag mo na habulin. Habulin mo na lang yung hindi binayad sa'yo. That's it. Pero yung binayad sa akin na 35, mas malaki yung ginastos ko. Plus, nagtatrabaho ako ng mga up to 16 hours a day for like 8 months. It's not worth it. Kaya kayo, kung papasok kayo ng VA agency, okay, as far as I know, walang nanunutok na VA agency para pumirma kayo ng kontrata. So, aminin nyo rin yung accountability ninyo. Hindi yung lahat may kasalanan yung VA agency. Hindi naman nila pinilit kayo na pumirma, di ba? Oh, I don't know. $3 to me is fine. Eh, di mag-apply ka sa VA agency. Pero walang namimilit sa inyo. Tapos sisisihin nyo yung VA agency. Buti nga, binigyan ka ng client. Nagka-client ka for 2 years. Alam nyo ba, yung mga nagfi-freelancer na mag-isa, naghahanap ng direct client, umaabot ng 6 to 10 months before they get their first client. Umabot ng 6 to 10 months before they get a client. Wala na, sa totoo lang walang guarantee sa VA agency na bibigyan ka ng client. Pero may training. The training can, like, they can pay you for the training, or you have to pay for the training, or the training is free. Diba? But, like, nasa iyo yun. Do you agree to the terms and conditions? Diba? Siguro naman, like, siguro naman, nasa ano tayo, like, medyo alam na natin yung tama sa mali. Kaya alam nyo kung kayo pumirma ng kontrata at nag-agree kayo dun or hindi. And I can tell you that as why. Because the VA agency I was with previously, I was the director of operations. I ran it. Okay? I wrote some of those contracts with our lawyer. Ngayon, may mga VA agency na okay sa kanila na kung may client ka sa labas. May mga VA agency, hindi okay kung may client ka sa labas. Ngayon, kung hindi kayo agree doon, di wag na pirmahan. Ngayon, pipirmahan kayo, tapos after 3 months, magre-reklamo kayo. Ano yun? Tigilan yung kakanood ng mga K-drama. Papaka-biktima kayo. Naghahanap kayo ng clients. Buti nga, binigyan kayo ng client eh. Alam niyo ba, magkano ginagastos ng mga client, ng mga VA agencies to actually get clients? They spend money to get clients. They spend like $6,000 to $10,000 a month on paid ads just to get clients. So, tsaka negosyo pa rin yung mga yun. So, can you blame them na gusto nilang bawiin yun? How do I know that? Because the last VA agency that I worked for, yun yung ginagastos ng dati kong client sa VA agency niya para makakuha ng clients is, sa paid ads is around $6,000 to $7,000 a month. Plus, may dalawa pang FB ads na VAs na nagra-run ng ads. So, pasweldo pa. Plus, yung gastos pa sa paid ads. Plus, yung gastos sa graphic designer at saka video editor kung gagawa ng video ad. Huh? Siguro may ex tong si ate na Koreano. Sino? Si JR? So, oy, Diyos ko, ang dami babayaran. Yeah, ano pa lang yun para makakuha ng clients. So, wala pa yung ginagastos nila dun sa website. Diba? Wala pa yung ginagastos dun sa social media manager nila. Ang laki din ng gastos ng PA agencies, baka akala nyo. Kayo feeling nyo, ako lahat gumagastos sa internet ko, sa ganito ko, sa ganyan ko. Oy, PA agency gumagastos din. Sino gumagawa ng payroll nyo? Sino nagtatrain sa inyo? Wala pa nga renta, pero magkano yung tools na ginagastos ng VA agency? Yung binabayaran nila na pasweldo na sa trainer, plus yung benefits ng trainer if meron man. Kasi hindi kayo you don't know how to put yourself in the shoes of the client. Iniisip nyo lang is sarili nyo. Ako, sumasagot na internet. Ako, sumasagot na laptop. Ako, sumasagot. Sinasagot ng client. Naisip nyo ba? No, because you can't put yourself in the shoes of the client. Because you can only think of yourself. Yan, tama yan, Kim. Meron po kayo alam na VA agency, yung mga nasa VA agency, lista nyo yung mga pangalan ng mga agency ninyo. Meron po ba kahit di located sa Philippines? Ayan, maglista ng mga VA agency na hindi nila nakita expenses. Business is business. Exactly. I prefer po work from home. Bahala na ako babayad sa net and device. Yeah, magkanong binabayad ng client? Naisip nyo yan? Ayan, sabi ni Kim, Athena. So, yan? VA agency for mga EA. Athena. Pero mahirap ngayon pumasok sa Athena, Kim. Matindi yung mga nila. Matindi yung mga hinihingi nila. Kasi registered na sila sa SEC. Yan. Tumaas ang standard nila. Pero yung sweldo tumaas lang by 1,000. Okay lang, may pet allowance naman, tsaka may laundry allowance, diba? Tsaka may benefits na sila. Empleyado ka na. So, babayaran nila yung mga government benefits, mga ganyan. Bukod tangi sila na VA agency na registered sa Philippines, na nagbabayad ng mga yung mga government benefits ng mga VA nila. VA na empleyado na. Yan may sumali ata, tiga cyberbacker. If they gusto nila linawin yung issue about cyberbacker. May nabasa ako kanina sa Upwork ata yung nagrereklamo siya kasi yung friend niya. Okay, and then what happened? Hinanapan siya ng racket, tapos ngayon si friend $13 tapos siya magkano? Tapos siya $3 na. Ako nag-a-adjust naman, like for example, if you're gonna hire me, kasi may nagtatanong sa akin, gusto magtayo ng sariling VA agency. Okay. And I have experience with setting up and running a VA agency, making a VA agency successful. Okay. So, they're asking me if I can help them. Of course, like, I don't work for free. Okay, I don't work for free. You should be thankful that my content on interviewing is free. Okay, pero yung pagpapatakbo, pag-set up ng VA agency, that's, I don't work for free. Why should I work for you for free? Okay, if you want to hire me to set up and run your VA agency, so lahat yon, recruitment, payroll, marketing automation, project management, everything, right? I start at $5,000 a month. And then after 12 months, kailangan pag-usapan natin if lumaki nga yung agency, so we have to talk about an incentive for me. Ano po yung first step? Mag-research ka kung paano magtayo ng VA agency. Nagrereklamo siya, friendship over na daw sila kasi hindi hati. What? Decision ng client yun eh. Yes, maging honest na tayo. Wala nang free ngayon. Yeah. If you want to hire me as a consultant, sige, half. $2,500 a month. Nag-a-adjust naman ako eh. If a client wants to hire me as an EA, so EA lang, di ba? So, okay lang naman, like, carry or let's say sales, 'di ba? So kasi pag sa VA agency lahat-lahatan, like I can do everything, right? But let's say you're gonna hire me just for one thing, let's say for sales, so like siguro pinakamababa tatanggapin ko is like $12 an hour. Pero isa lang like hindi pwede yung sales lang, tapos dadagdagan mo ng digital writing, tapos dadagdagan mo marketing automation. Like, that's not gonna happen with me. In fairness naman, dun sa naghanap ng client, $13 yung rate niya, pero siya naghirap kumuha ng client. Well, decision ng client yun. Decision ng client yun to give the person she referred. So, siguro, mas magaling sa interview, tsaka malay mo mas okay yung credentials nung ni-refer niya. So binigyan $13 an hour siya. 'Di ba? Maybe not as much experience. Hindi alam ni client na may sumalo. That's what I was saying, 'di ba? Doon sa isang video ko, be honest with the client. Yan problema kasi tinatago-tago niyo sa client eh. Side note lang po sa inyo kung nalaman Tennessee Whiskey. At yun na po paborito ko song ngayon. Oh my God. Chris Stapleton, di ba? Love that song. You're as smooth as country ata. As Tennessee Whiskey. May siya duet with Justin Timberlake, I think. Hi Arnel. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. Kim, na-try mo ba yung techniques na sinasabi ko sa'yo? Para baguhin yung voice. Mamaya magre-record ako nun. Yung pambata. Kasi sasubmit ko. Tinry mo. Diba? Madali lang, diba? Parang, simula ka sa mababa. Yung pinakamataas mo. Tapos, doon ka magstay. And then, do the voice there. It works, no? Practice lang siguro. Nagkakagulo sila ngayon kasi ata yung sino yung voice actor sa Rick and Morty? Parang isa wait ayun, yung isang voice actor sa Rick and Morty got arrested for like pedophilia or child pornography. So, ngayon, nire-recast nila. Kaya nagkakagulo yung mga voice actor na sa US. Laking bahay na sipin mo, superstar status ka agad pag kinuha ka sa Rick and Morty. No problem, misguided. Ay, misguided, naka-follow ba kasi? Ayan. I-grant mo na lang, misguided. Hindi ko kaya yung mataas, ang hirap. Yun yung mga pambata yung mga sa mataas, diba? Ayan, si Misguided daw, kumikita ng $24 an hour kung gusto nyo siya i-follow at kulitin. at putaktihin. Gagawa ko ng videos, Kim, about interviewing like baby boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, and Gen Z. Not because, I'm biased or anything, but, just so you have an idea that this has been my experience. Para hindi mo gayahin. Diba? Halimbawa, millennial ka. Like, don't just drop out of the Zoom call na wala ka man lang paalam, diba? Biglang aalis sa Zoom call, tapos hindi na babalik. Tapos tinanong ko lang, yung isang beses tinanong ko lang, so what do you know about digital marketing? Biglang umalis, pare. Diba? Kasi nakalagay sa, sa resume na nag-aral siya ng digital marketing. So, nag-course siya in digital marketing. So, tinanong ko, so what do you know about digital marketing? Hala, ayan, kasi umaalis. Oy, April. So, and then when I asked her, so what do you know about digital marketing? Ganun yung tono ko, like that. I wasn't angry, and then she left. She left the Zoom call and never came back. And then, syempre, in-email ko siya. I was like, hey, how's it going? I was just wondering if, you had a sudden brownout, blah, blah. Pero hindi na sumagot. Ibig sabihin, talagang sinadya niyang umalis. Baka umiiyak na yun. Yun lang ang tanong ko. So, what do you know about digital marketing? Hey, PWD, what's up? Girl, dalawa pa lang ang tanong ko sa kanya sa first interview. Pangalawang tanong pa lang yun sa kanya. So, I see that you have digital marketing on your resume. What do you know about digital marketing? Kinanong ko. Tapos biglang umalis. Gen Z. I'm not hiring anyone. Okay? I do everything myself. Because I'm basically a freelancer right now. I want to apply po. Sure. OnlyFans. Gusto mo? Are you a guy? Can you wear a G-string? If you're the kind of person who's going to be intimidated by an accent, like, diba? Yung mga nagtatanong, I want to apply. Are you hiring? Sure, I'm hiring somebody for a sex chat line. Do you want to work as a sex chat worker? Magtanong muna kayo. Like in real life, would you go up to somebody on the street, somebody that you don't know, and say, hello, I want to apply. Are you hiring? Would you do that to a stranger? I'm a stranger. I don't know you, you don't know me. And you're going to ask me, I want to apply. And I'll be like, sure, 900 line, sex chat line, we have it tonight. Are you ready? Kasi hindi kayo nagtanong eh. Di ba? Dream ko pong maging VA. Well, I'm not a VA anymore. I'm just a freelancer right now. Parang per project lang. Show me your, Yeah, exactly. Kasi hindi kayo nagtatanong. Diba, magtanong kayo. What is this discussion about? Kahit yun man lang. Hello, what are you talking about? What are you discussing? What kind of VA? Reva? Oh my God, yan yung some applicants talaga is just seeking for quick income. Kaya kahit ano na lang. Kasi nga, it's the age of instant gratification. Gusto nila instant. Nagutom ako, gusto ng pagkain. Grab. Hindi na naghihintay yung mga tao for the movie to come out, diba? Because they want to see it now. Lahat instant. Instant date, Tinder. Lahat instant. Diba, Biba, naalala mo nung ano, I don't know ako naranasan ko yung parang, oh, gusto niyo manood ng sine sa linggo? Okay, check niyo yung movie time sa dyaryo. Okay, and it's Thursday, so I have to wait till Sunday to see a movie, right? Difference between VA and freelancer. For me, VA, it's kind of similar, pero pag about you work with a VA agency, you're a VA. Okay? You're not a freelancer. Pero if you're working with direct clients, you can be VA or freelancer. Yung freelancer kasi more on per project basis, like what I'm doing now. It's all like per projects. I still ask kahit obvious na yung application kasi I wanna make sure if tama ba yung pagkaintindi ko. Saan company po kayo? I'm not with a company right now. I'm just doing freelance work. Nag-resign ako sa last company ko noong October as Director of Operations. Kasi ayoko ng kupal ng client. Kasi matuto kayo magtanong. What you're doing is very risky. What if I was recruiting for pornography? You know, audio pornography. How to apply? Oh, pinadala ko kayo dun. Audio porn for Pornhub. Payag kayo? Nag-let go din ako sa work. Now, I wanna rest muna. I did too, girl. Like, I was working for like 10.5 years straight. That's why when I resigned last year, I took a break for like 2 months, which I hadn't done in 21 years. Pinakamahaba ko yun na break. And I think I deserve that. Tsaka nag-ano ko, voice acting, shepherd. Tapos ngayon, it's more like per project. Pero masaya naman. And I'm getting better. So I'm developing a new skill, right? Something that I enjoy. Ibang sarap matulog muna. Same, I am more on theater muna. Pero it doesn't mean that I don't have clients running after me. Like, kasi nga, because of my skill set, like, yeah, pero wala like, you know, I wanna choose the client that I'm gonna work with. I'm not just gonna work for any old client because of my experience. Yung huling company ko, pinalaki ko yung kumpanya na yun. 2018, wala, zero, itlog, yung VA agency. By 2021, or mga end of 2020, worth 7 figures na, yung VA agency. I did that for my last client. Well, for the last client I worked within a VA agency. Lahat ginawa ko, lahat, as in lahat. Pag-setup, pag-recruit, payroll, marketing automation, like project management, everything. Pag-setup ng time tracking, lahat. I did all that. And a lot of the time, like, my client wasn't even around. Every Friday, for sure, he's never around. Absentee yung client. Kaya hindi niya alam what's going on. Like, yung mga pinaka matagal namin na clients, he doesn't even know who they are. He doesn't know who their VAs are. You know who has a relationship with those clients and their VAs? I do. Not him. That's why you can't hire me for $5 an hour. Yep, pahinga lang din. Sige, sabak ulit sa career path natin. Endless din calls sa akin for interview. Yeah, pahinga ka, friend. You deserve it. Sabi mo, nag-call center ako 11 years. Tapos break ko noon is 1 week. Tapos nag-VA ako for 10.5 years. I think I deserve like a fucking 2-month vacation. Paano po maging voiceover artist? Wala pa pong idea. YouTube. That's where I learned. Kaya tulad si April, si Biba, si Kim, yan, yung kanina si Mary Joy, yan, si Miss Guided, yung mga with experience na VAs, like, hindi sila nagsisettle like for any old client. Kasi nga, may experience na. Tsaka may mga skill sets that are worth money. Alam mo, ilang taon din ako multiple job, hindi mabayaran ng perang antok at pagod promise. Alam mo ba, my worst experience with the last VA agency na tinayo ko for my client. Ano yun kasagsagan ng pandemic. 2020, between March to like September. Okay? So, yung mga clients nag-aalisan. Kasi nga, affected din yung negosyo nila ng pandemic. So, nag-aalisan sila. Right? And then, he went on vacation. The client fucking went on vacation for 3 to 4 months. Ito pa, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me that. Kaya pala, like, ang tagal niya bago sumagot sa chat. Kasi, he's just relying on Wi-Fi. He bought an RV, okay? Yung RV niya is like, probably over $35,000, yung RV niya. Tapos, kasi, nung nagka-pandemic, yung asawa niya, who's a hairdresser, okay, so they were at home for a month, nabore si Josawa niya. So he bought an RV, and then they went on vacation. And he didn't tell me. You know, for 3 months, I was sleeping 1 hour a day, including weekends. Bakit? Kasi nga, di ba, parang, pag binitawan ko lahat ng responsibilities ko, ang dami na nga ang VA namin. Di ba? So, kung tutulugan ko yun, what's gonna happen? Imagine that. 1 hour a day, pare. Tapos lahat manual, yung reporting, everything was fucking manual. He didn't set up any marketing automation for us yet, for the new service. As in, lahat ako. For you, what is the bare minimum skill needed for VA? What kind of VA? Admin tasks? What admin tasks? Admin tasks for a lawyer, for real estate, for medical, for biotech, for like, your question tells me that you have no idea, like, you know, what kind of VA you want to be. Yeah, oo, nagbakasyon siya. Iniwan ako sa ere, pare. Tapos, so halimbawa, kasi, like, yes, I'm your director of operations and I can fix most things, pero minsan may client issue, like, yung pagbigay ng mga discount, mga ganyan, hindi ko kaya gawin yun. Kasi siya yung humahawak noon, 'di ba? Tapos wala siya, like, ite-text ko siya, hindi ko siya makontak, tatawagan ko siya, hindi ko siya makontak, kasi nga, naka-ano lang siya, naka-data. So, siguro, nagta-travel sila, bundok-bundok, kasi naka-RV nga eh. So, mahina yung data, hindi lumulusot yung tawag, tapos, pag sumagot sa chat, it's like 2 days later. Dapat tinaas yung sweldo mo. Hindi, kupal nga siya eh. Kaya ayoko na nga sa kupal na client. Kaya namimili ako. True. So ano, ikaw na decide for the... Kasi nga, I cannot decide on most things. Okay, but there are still some things that I cannot decide on. That only the owner of the company can decide on. Kasi hindi ko naman hawak yung credit card niya, hindi ko hawak yung checking account, hindi ko hawak yung pera, yung side na pera ng kumpanya. Pero everything else, like everything to do with operations, payroll, everything. Yung pag-manage ng mga VAs, yung pag-place ng VA sa clients, lahat yan. Yung mga problema ng mga clients sa VAs nila, ako lahat yun, nung time na yun. Nag-recruit lang kami ng VA manager to take off some of my tasks nung 2021. So from 2018 to 2020 or 2021, like that time, like I did practically everything. So yung mga nagtatanong sa akin, paano magtayo ng VA agency? Yeah, I don't work for free. And I'm not gonna give you any advice about that for free. Because I don't work for free. Importante din sa akin na okay ang boss at client ko, Diyos ko, kasi hodang mataas offer. I know, right? Kung kupal, tangin na kahit bayaran mo ko ng $8,000, sa'yo na lang yun. Buisit ka. Mag-EA na lang ako doon sa client na medyo maayos kausap, diba? Na hindi kami na micromanage, hindi ka kinukulit na kung ano-ano. Hi Neva, kamusta? Hindi na ako nakapag-aaral po pang Bali, wala pa naman akong interview. Anong bad ako? Ang crazy pa ng iba, yung nag-expect ng results na kahit sila nang di nila alam how to sort it out. Ano po take nyo dun sa mga clients na nagre-require ng time tracker like Time Doctor? I set that up for the VA agency. So, the reason why clients put in Time Doctor is because they don't trust you. Or may nangyari na natanggal yung tiwala nila. Bad mood? No. I'm not in a bad mood. So, kung ikaw yung sumunod na VA dun sa VA na gumawa ng kabalastugan, malas mo. Because, you know what? If you are all doing your work and walang naging kupal, the client will never put time tracking. May gumawa ng kabalastugan. That's why the client stopped trusting VAs. That's why they have time tracking. Hello po, saan po pwede maganap ng mga course for executive assistants? I don't know. Yung last ko naka-time doctor din ako. Diyos ko, sila na nagmamakaawa sa akin mag-break time. Yeah, that's not good. So, yung huling VA agency, may internal team. Ibig sabihin, yung mga nagtatrabaho for the client directly, for my client directly, na internal team of about 26, 27. Tapos, yung mga VAs na nagtatrabaho for clients is about 130, parang ganon. Lahat yon, okay, pag nagka-problema ako, diba? Tumigil yung time doctor to, tsaka yung Asana integration, walang reports. Problema ba yun ng client ko? No, that's my problem. Only me. I have to fix that. Pero sa iba, they don't like having time doctor kasi parang micromanaging pa din. You know what? I don't find time doctor an issue. I don't find time doctor an issue. Like, you want to put time doctor in? Okay, fine. Yung may problema sa time doctor, yung mga gusto gumawa or gumagawa ng kabalastugan. You know, people watching porn, you know, stuff like that. On the same laptop. Hello, do that after your shift. So, no issue with me since I work naman talaga. Tsaka yung internal team, yung nagre-report sa akin before, like I would tell them, you know, don't do overtime. I don't want them to do overtime. Kaya nga nag-set up ako ng automation para hindi nila kailangan mag-OT. Kahit sabihin mo bayad yung OT. 'Di ba? If you're always requiring somebody to do OT, they start to resent you. Sumasama loob nila. Kasi hindi maganda yung require ka na require ng OT. That's not a good manager. Kasi talagang pinipilit ko, take your breaks, di ba? Take your breaks. Like, look away from your screen. Para sa mata nyo, di ba? Parang ganyan. Pag may nagre-request ng OT, tinatanong ko talaga, bakit? Ano bang hindi mo natapos? Ngayon, kung nawalan ka ng kuryente, now you're asking me for paid OT. No, that's makeup hours. That's not OT. Kasi nawalan ka ng kuryente, di ba? OT kasi for me means some work is not done sa tamang oras. Yeah. Ngayon, kung hindi mo nagawa yung trabaho dahil nawalan ka ng internet or kuryente, that's not OT. You're cheating your client. Make up yun. Make up hours yun. Kasi, I don't want you to do OT. I want you to spend time with your family or, whatever it is. Go to the gym, after work, whatever it is you have to do. Yeah, 8 hours talaga. 8 hours. Yung iba, yung mga ibang manager, hindi mag-stay ka ng 2 hours. Nagkaroon din ako ng ganyang manager. I don't like that. Yung sapilitan na OT, and it's illegal. Mandatory OT does not exist in the Philippines. It's illegal. Walang mandatory OT. Kaya nga nag-set up ako ng automation. Pinag-set up ko sila ng automation para hindi nila kailangan mag-OT. Kaya yung mga VA agency na 10 yung nasa HR team nila, mano-mano, kasi mano-mano yung mga process nila sa HR. Alam mo ba, Biba, dun sa huling VA agency, yung mga sinet up namin sa automation, dahil dun sa automations, we only have 1 person for HR. 1. Kasi automatic halos lahat eh. 'Di ba? Yung mga aplikante, pag nag-apply, yan, may notification na dun sa VA manager, HR manager. Oh, may nag-apply na gano'n. Review mo yung resume. Ina-notify na siya. She doesn't even have to check her email. She just needs to check the notifications. 'Di ba? Review niya yung resume. Okay. Ito, gusto namin interviewin. Toggle left. Tinder lang. Ito, hindi qualified. Toggle right. Automatic na yung email na lalabas. She doesn't have to email anyone manually. Honestly, in one day, para mag-review ng mga bagong aplikante, yung HR dati, takes her about, at kung marami ako, let's say may nag-apply na 200, that's gonna take her about 35 minutes to review in a day. Wala siya ini-schedule, wala siyang hinahabol. It's all there. All the automation is there. Automated. Kaya yung ibang kumpanya, 10 yung sa HR. Yung dati kong VA agency, the one that I set up for that client, like they have like 140 to 150 VAs. One HR to 140 to 150 VAs. Simon, laki ng tipid, di ba? From application hanggang pirma ng kontrata. Application hanggang interview, hanggang training, hanggang, di ba? Hanggang matapos yung training, hanggang setup ng payroll, hanggang pirma ng kontrata, onboarding. Isang HR lang gumagawa. Isang HR lang tumitingin. Why? Kasi kailangan matalino manager mo. Uy, through resume screening takes time talaga. Yun yung hindi mo ma-automate, yung pag-review ng resume. 'Di ba? Pero yung pag na-review mo na, toggle left kung gusto mo yung aplikante and sila mag-set up na interview nila, just toggle right kung ayaw mo siya. And then the email will go out sa aplikante. Thank you so much for your interest, but at this time, automated, nalalabas talaga. Hindi mo kailangan i-type, tapos kunin mo yung email address, tapos i-type mo, I am so sorry at this time. Walang ganun. That's why it takes her like, in a day, like 20 minutes to review new applicants. That's it. Ang saya siguro ng client sa'yo, Miss Yen, hindi ako masaya sa kanya. Currently ba gamit nyo for schedule? No. We use the automation software. May calendar widget doon, yung automation software. Pati yung pag-onboard ng bagong client. Pag may bagong client nag-sign up, automated din yun. Onboarded yung client within 24 hours. Kung nag-sign up sa weekend, ma-onboard si client Monday. Tapos magsasend ng notification sa akin, there's a new client, blah, blah, blah. So, titignan ko ngayon yung JD ng client na sinabit niya. Tapos yung next email ko, hi, I'm Jen, I'm emailing you again, blah, blah, blah. Diba? Klaro ko lang yung JD mo kasi wala kaming gantong VA, pero meron kaming ganyan. Nakakatawa yung sagot mo na no, hindi ka masaya sa client. Totoo naman. Kaya natuto na ako, hindi ako papamanipula sa ibang tao. You wanna hire me and my talents. Like, obviously I'm quite an expensive VA. If you wanna hire me for one thing, let's say for sales, bababa ko yung presyo ko. Pero, hindi ako gagawa ng ibang trabaho. Like, I'll just do sales. Right? Which, kaya ko naman. Or you want me to do just automation? Like, I'll charge you just for automation. But I'm not gonna do anything else. Same, expensive na tayo. Sulit na sulit sila sa atin. Tangina, yung magpasulit. Visit sila. Tsaka hindi ako magtatayo ng sarili kong VA agency, so don't apply to me. Wala akong balak. I will never put up a VA agency. Never, ever. Kasi in the first place, kung magtatayo ka ng VA agency na based dito sa Pilipinas, mas mahal ang VAs dito. Okay? In the long run, mas mahal ang VAs na locally based kesa sa VAs na halimbawa based sa US. In the long run. Sa mga gusto magtayo ng VA agency, did you know that? No, you didn't know that. Akala nyo ganun-ganun lang magtayo ng VA agency. Hindi ganun-ganun lang magtayo ng VA agency. The fact that you didn't research, like, and you don't know that, and you don't know how taxation works here in the Philippines, and how it works in the US, and how it works in Canada, if they were to hire your VAs, just tells me I don't want to work with you because you didn't do your research. That's not who I want to work with. Gusto mo magtayo ng VA agency, mag-research ka muna ng sarili mo. Yung tunay na business research, gumawa ka ng case study. Gumawa ka ng feasibility study. Hindi yung papasok ka sa live, gusto ko magtayo ng VA agency, nang gagawin ko. Do a feasibility study? What's that? If I have to teach you what that is, you have no business being a business owner or putting up a VA agency kasi inisip mo lang is yung pera. Ay, favorite mo na yan, Neva. GMT. Diba? They have no idea. In the long run, a VA from a Philippine-based VA agency is more expensive than kung mag-hire sila ng VA, siguro lang Biba, kung mag-hire sila ng VA na based sa US, yung VA agency. Yeah, you know what? If you become really good at research, like that should be your first skill as a VA. You should be really, really, really super good at researching. Para hindi lang yung tanong mo is how. Kasi naka-research ka na, so may background knowledge ka na, di ba? Ngayon, with what I'm telling you about VA agencies, what's your next step? Oh, bakit mas mahal ang VA galing sa Philippine-based VA agency kesa sa US-based VA agency? Research it first yourself. Do you know how taxation works? Do you know when is tax season? Are you paying tax right now? Diba? Na work from home. Yung mga nagbibilang ng pera dyan sa TikTok. Yung nagdi-display ng mga organizer na maraming pera. Wala akong nakita doon na may babayad ka sa tax. Mamaya, buli ka dyan ng BIR eh. Diba? Bilang-bilang ka ng pera mo dyan. Like, seriously? Malay ko ba, inutang mo yung pera na yan? Like, so the video that I watched, like, nagbibilang siya ng pera. Oh, ito yung health insurance namin ng nanay ko. Ito yung sa kuryente. Ito yung ganto. You didn't list anything for tax. Tapos pinapakita mo yung gastusin nyo on social media. Sana habulin ka ng BIR. And who's to say na yun talaga yung kinita niya? Yeah, that's when they get in trouble and they posted that. You really need that drama in your life? No, it's the same thing. Gusto niyo magtayo ng VA agency, gusto niyo magtayo ng business. Kung magtatayo kayo ng business dito sa Pilipinas, what do you have to do? Mag-research kayo, magkano yung business permit, magkano yung ganito, ano yung documents na kailangan, magkano gagastusin, uutangin mo ba? Kung utang, di ba? Tapos yung babayaran mo na tax sa gobyerno, magre-register ka sa SEC tsaka sa DTI, so magkano babayaran mo? It's exactly the same thing. Just because you're putting up a virtual VA agency, does that change? No. Yung how ko na lang ata na miss is paano ko ma-utilize lahat ng resources na kuha ko about online. Well, hindi mo ma-utilize yan lahat agad-agad. Diba? Parang yung nagsimula ako mag voice over, mag voice acting. Syempre, isa-isa na apply mo. Diba? Because nobody starts off perfect. Like, you really suck at the beginning. Like, you're not gonna be good. But you have to start somewhere. Right? So, kaka-apply mo ng mga natutunan mo na isa-isa. You get better. Yung pinakamahirap is not being discouraged. Yung parang papakinggan ko yung recording and I was like, oh, shit, pangit pa rin. Diba? I could have given up months ago to keep making the same recordings, and for me, they suck. Right? They're bad. Yun na nga, pero at least di na Netflix yung marathon ko na. Alam niyo yung si Agora lang Kim, bakbakan madaling araw laters. Alright. Alam niyo yung oras na ginugugol niyo sa sa Netflix and HBO, right? If you spend all day on those, they're what you call a time suck. Okay, because they suck time. Like, you should make it a goal to learn something new every day. Kahit one course a day. Kasi, halimbawa, yung course na kinuha nyo sa YouTube on learning English is 30 minutes. Maraming, like, lalawak, yung nilawak ng utak nyo dun sa natutunan nyo in 30 minutes, it's good enough for the next 2 days. I feel the same when hearing my mock call ko. Gusto ko sana itapon ng cellphone. Yeah. I sucked as a voiceover artist for like 3 to 4 months. Tsaka hindi pa ako magaling mag-edit. Because nobody was teaching me. I was trying to teach myself. Pero, paulit-ulit. Tapos, palaging maghanap ng inspiration. Like, learn something new a day. Paano po maging VA, ma'am? I-google mo? Or i-YouTube mo? Do you know how many kinds of VAs there are? If you don't know that first. And then choose your niche. Yung sa LinkedIn lang nga, may mga recruiter na nag-invite to apply. Dati-rati ang hirap ma-invite. Yeah, exactly. Diba? GMP po. Sobrang diretso mo na, Neva. See, I can tell your self-confidence. Diba dati nung nag-meet tayo muna sa sa TikTok, medyo mababa confidence mo. Ngayon, tumataas na confidence mo. Pero, hindi madali, diba? It takes time. Hindi siya instant. Hindi siya parang 3-in-1 na titimplahin, mag-add hot water, may client ka na. Hindi siya ganun. There are some things na hindi mo mai-instant. Right? Like a career. Like the right relationship. Like marriage. Like pagpapalaki ng bata. Those things you can't like buy. You can't Lala Move. You can't Tinder. You can't just swipe right. You really have to wait. You really have to build. You have to be patient and you have to build. Those magfe-fail ka pa ng maraming beses. Like you're gonna suck for months, maybe even years. Pero kung ikaw yun, kasi kung ikaw yung tipong tao, ayoko, hindi naman pala ako magaling, diba? Well, then it means it's not your destiny to be a VA or freelancer. Resultata to miss ng mga real talk mo and bugbog ko sa interview. Talaga. Ay, bukas pala, mag-aano ako. Sisimulan ko yung parang simulation interviews. Kaya sumipot ka dun. Hi, laddie. Bukas, mga 8 o'clock, simula. Mga simulation interviews, and then, unless ma-schedulean ako na interview. So, bukas. Tsaka yung mga tips for interviews and stuff, I'll do a live on those. Yung mga, magpapatusta sa simulation interview. After the interview, if you finish the simulation interview, I will give you access to self-paced training. Okay, libre yun. Training on SMM, FB ads, SMM, FB ads, graphic design, ito meron pang e-commerce, basta marami. Tapos you'll have access to that for like 12 months. May training ata ako bukas, miss, pero until what time po ba? Siguro mga 8 to 11. Libre practice, libre course pa. Exactly. Like, I'm not gonna give away money to you guys because I don't believe in, like, mas na-appreciate mo if you learn it for yourself. Kung pinaghirapan mo yan. Yan, parang si Neva. Laban, makakahabol ako. Ay, laban, makakahabol ako. Lumaban ka. Pero yung interview, parang tunay na interview, ha? Tapos after nun, may feedback. Ano bang mga ina-apply mo, Neva? Mga EA, mga ganyan? Tsaka, for February lang eh. Love month. For me to show I love you. Kahit practice, may learning din dun. Yeah. Sa mga nagtatanong how to become a VA, are you training to be a VA? Because doesn't matter how long you've been a VA or freelancer, you're only valuable as a VA or freelancer if your knowledge is updated. Halos lahat ata, Miss Jen, yung align sa past experience ko and sa mga courses na kinuha ko. Oh, very good. Great. Piliin mo yung mataas yung rate. Diba? Tsaka alam mo yung interview, kinikilatis ka ng client or VA agency, kilatisin mo rin sila. Kasi makakuha ka ng indication kung ano yung kultura nila sa loob ng VA agency. Or kung yung client is kupal. May inayawan nga ako last year. Yung offer was like 5,000. The COO. Pero, tapos yung first interview, okay lang. 'Di ba? Okay lang yung first interview. Pagdating ng final interview, nagsinungaling sa akin yung client. And it was so weird. Like, hindi siya nag-interview sa akin. Pina-interview niya ako sa isa pang aplikante. Like, what the fuck is that? Tinapos ko yung interview, pero right after that, in-email ko siya. Sabi ko, yeah, I'm not moving forward with my application. Like, hire somebody else. Diba? Parang, ang tamad mo, pina-interview mo ako sa aplikante para. So weird. I'm an instructional designer. I want to do it part-time as a VA. Okay. I don't know. Ma'am, allowed ka po ba mag-apply sa mga direct client if under ka sa agency? I have a video on that, so you should find the video. Yun yung sasabihan ka ng VA agency na, oy, no moonlighting dito. What they mean is, bawal ka kumuha ng client sa labas if they're gonna give you a client. If they're gonna give you an agency client. But, sa totoo lang, under our Philippine Labor Code, bawal yung ginagawa ng agency. Kung yung kontrata na binigay sa'yo is independent contractor agreement. Okay. So, contractor ka lang, hindi ka empleyado. Bawal yung ginagawa nila. Sinasabi nila na no moonlighting. Bawal po yun. And I've consulted 2 lawyers on that already. Where can I begin? I don't know. There is no one place where all the clients hang out who need an instructional design. Like, I don't know of any of that. So I would Google or look on onlinejobs.ph or Upwork where everybody else looks. Basahin maigi ang agreement. Oh, basahin maigi ang agreement. Kung hindi kayo agree sa agreement, huwag niyo pirmahan. They don't need to know that you have another client. Yeah. And you know what? Even if you have another client sa labas, tas nalaman nila, like, what are they gonna do about it? Lilipad dito yung may-ari para habulin ka lang. Mas malaking gagastusin niya sa aeroplano, sa flight niya. We don't know what you do, Clarice. You can check in freelancer sites. Yeah, check the usual places where people go. Like, I don't know what an instructional designer does. I don't know, what you can offer a client. I have no idea. If that's like a UX designer, you might find a client, but, diba, yung mga client, hindi mo pwedeng diktahan yung client, ay, part-time lang ako sa'yo, ha? Eh, kung gusto ng client, full-time. Kasi yung client nagbabayad, hindi mo sila pwedeng diktahan. And usually, yung mga clients din namimili ng oras, well, I'm available Central Time. Kung hindi ka available Central Time, di wag mo kunin. Ikaw mahihirapan. Course content creator. What system software do you use? Kasi para sa akin, let's say, meron ka ng client sa labas, and then you applied sa VA agency. Before you sign the contract, kung ako lang I will tell them straight. Look, I have a client, I've had them for a long time, over 5 years, and, bumabalik-balik lang si client. Ngayon, pag sinabi ng VA agency, no, you have to let that client go. So, nasa iyo yun, kung tatanggapin mo yung terms and conditions nila. Pero there's no guarantee na bibigyan ka nila ng full-time client sa VA agency. So, you could be risking giving up your client that you had for 5 years na pabalik-balik for a promised client sa VA agency na walang time frame. Tsaka para sa akin, if the agency finds out that you have a client sa labas, what can they do? Tapos naka-base sila sa US. Yung contract mo is independent contractors agreement. What can they do? If it was me, I'd be like, but according to the Philippine Labor Code, if I'm a freelancer, like I can work with whoever I want. That's who I fall under, freelancer law. Ngayon, gusto mo ko pagbawalan to work with anyone else, make me an employee. Pay my benefits. Is it possible to be a VA with a lappy that's Windows 8? Well, that's up to the client. Honestly, if it was me, like, yung, dapat yung laptop mo or desktop or whatever it is should be at least like, is there a Ryzen 5? Or, halimbawa, i3, hirap na yung yung hirap ka na sa trabaho, lalo na pag dinagdagan, di ba? So, like, I have a Ryzen 7 or, better yet, if you're going to be working with mostly American clients, use Apple. Because that's what they used to. Magamit nga to sa next interview. Wag mo gamitin yan sa next interview. Tsaka wala ka namang client sa labas, diba? Pag pirmahan, wag mo gamitin sa interview yan. Pag tinanggap ka sa interview, tapos nag-send na ng kontrata, so mag-schedule ka ng meeting. I'd like to discuss the contract that you sent. Because it says here, no moonlighting. So, I already have a client outside and I really want to retain that client. Pag sinabi nila, no, I don't want you to have any other clients. Well, according to the Philippine Labor Code, wag mo bring up sa first interview or final interview. Pag sinendan ka na ng kontrata, sure ka na gusto kang i-hire ng ng client. Tsaka mo i-bring up yan. Hihirit agad ng ganun, di ba? Delikadesa, guys. Like, use your brains. Tsaka yung mga yung mga nangungulit right after the interview, tanggap ba ako? Tanggap. Kasi naranasan ko yan. Usually from millennials and Gen Z. Sinet mo na expectation. Please wait until Friday to receive an email. Whether tanggap ka na or hindi. Diba? Sinet mo na expectation. Mag-i-email pa right after the interview. Am I approved for training? What did I say? Right? What did I say? Like, guys, you're the ones who are applying. Kayo may kailangan doon sa client or sa VA agency. Kaya matuto kayo maghintay. I realize that you guys are used to instant everything. Like, instant dates, instant coffee, instant food, instant everything. But some things you have to respect and wait. It's not up to you. It's up to the other person. Kailangan matuto kayo maghintay. Pag sinabi, okay, wait till Friday. Pag wala pa rin ng Friday, hey, Arrow, what's up?
Pag wala pa rin ng Friday, edi mag-email kayo ng Monday. Yun yung delikadesa. May nag-email sa akin dati, so kaka-interview lang sa kanya. I need to know if I'm accepted or not, or because I have other applications. O, dito ka sa ibang application. Dali lang. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. By the way, I did my full natal chart. Arrow. O, diba? Sobrang impatient. And you're not a special VA. Like, if you were a full stack developer, right? Or if you were a marketing automation, tanggap ba siya? I mean, yeah. I mean, magaling magsalita, has skill set pang call center, skill set, medyo matalino. Pero nung ginanon niya ako, I was like, okay, you're free to apply to others. Thank you so much for your interest. Ginanong ko na. Kasi yung ugali, like, when you're in an interview, guys, do you know that everything you do is important? The way that you look, the expression on your face, your body language, what you do with your hands, lahat, inoobserbahan yun. Kaya nga, ako gusto ko video call pag interview. That's why the clients, they like, video calls as well. They want to see you. They want to hear you. Lalo sa VA agencies, like, everything that you do, everything that you say is being observed. Meron pa ako ladi dati. So, group interview for marketing automation VA role. Diba? Tapos, yung isa, bata pa siya, she's like 21, right? So, hindi maganda yung resume niya. Knowledge and skills equals attitude equals ending equals ligwak sa Bangalore. Doon siya nalaglag. I mean, tanggap siya sana kung maghihintay siya, di ba? Because it's Friday. Like, at least wait till Monday. Meron so group interview. Tapos there was this girl, she's 21 years old. And then, di maganda yung resume niya. So, like, ang daming sunod-sunod na trabaho. Like, may 8 months, may 6 months, may 3 months, mga ganon. So, I was asking her, I was like, so, I noticed that, you had a lot of jobs in a very short period of time. Like, why is that? You've never stayed at a job for more than, like, 9 months. Why is that? Basta alam mo yung body language na ladi, nakaganon, gumanon siya. Binagsak niya yung kamay niya sa desk. Ganon talaga. And when I saw that, I was like, swipe right. So, kung gusto mo ng sagot, right after the interview, you will have a rejection email. Thank you very much. Standard kasi ang waiting time talaga. Pag sinet ang expectation mo ng waiting time, please wait until Friday. Di mag-wait ka. Di ba? May double factor. Oo nga, di ba? Parang tanga. Question po, 6 years meron BPO experience, 2 years sa voice, tas chat, tas email, tas social media complaint. It's not a question. Hi ma'am, hiring pa po kayo. If I told you I was hiring for a sex chat line, ayan, LJ, ganun din. Hiring po kayo. Sex chat line, gusto mo? Kasi hindi naman kayo nagtatanong, like, what field? Nagtatanong lang kayo na, hiring po ba kayo? What if I told you you had to watch videos all day of children getting raped? You want the job? Kasi magtanong muna kayo. In real life. Because I am a stranger to you. I don't know you. You don't know me. In real life, if you saw me on the street, lalapit ba kayo sa akin? Hiring ka ba? Is that what you do in real life? You wouldn't do that in real life, right? So why do you do it here? And you don't even know, like, what my experience is. Ano, sex chatline. Oh. Hindi kasi kayo nagtatanong eh. Yung nag-a-apply sa amin tapos gusto ng reply agad, may template na ako. Please wait 1 to 2 business days. Ako sinaset ko expectation, right? In the interview. Please wait 24 to 48 hours. Please wait until Friday. Please wait until at least next Monday. Pero kung alam ko sa interview pa lang na hindi talaga tanggap, in the interview itself, swipe left, swipe, like template, seriously, that's still really manual. So all I do is if I'm interviewing like 10 people, let's say 7 of those, alam ko swipe left, swipe right. Yung tatlo, so let's say, you know, iwa-weigh ko pa kung maayos ba yung sagot, no? Versus the resume, versus the experience. Kaya nga, nagsiset na expectation sa interview. I have no experience as a VA. I'm not employed by a client who pays us bare minimum. Wow, like 15,000 a month. Hi ma'am, hiring po ba kayo for social media VA? I don't hire anyone. Okay, I do everything myself. Wala pong namamatay sa pagtatanong, exactly. Ako hiring ang puso. Oh, si Aero, hiring ang puso. Ano yan? Nagbabasa ng tarot. Charot. Unless makulit po kayo. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You are coming off too rude. Okay, then leave. Putol, kulang max characters ni TikTok. Oh, less than 15K po. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hindi kumuha ka ng isa pang. Alam mo, pag nag-experience ka sa client na yan, 3 months, maganap ka ng iba, tapos taasan mo yung rate mo, umalis ka. Diba? Ano po ang ila-live nyo? Well, I was supposed to study, but now there's like 30, 40 people in the group. They tend to forget na may deliberation pa yan. Yun yung sinasabi ko, Mike. Kasi nga, usually it's like mostly millennials and Gen Z. And I'm not blaming anyone. They grew up in the instant gratification environment. Like, lahat instant, di ba? Gusto ko ng McDo. Grab any time of the day or night. 24/7, di ba? Instant date, Tinder. Like everything is instant. But you know what? Not everything is instant. The right relationship. Can you get that? Like para ka nagtimpla ng 3-in-1? No. Like I can't really blame you guys, right? You grew up in that age, okay? Like most millennials, they grew up yung parang lumalabas na yung internet. Lumabas yung social media. And no one really knew how to use it yet. Right? That's why people are saying, oh, the millennials are so entitled. You know why they're kind of entitled? It's kind of our fault. Yung mga Gen X, like your parents, like me. Right? Because yung mga Gen X, lumaki yan na tigasin. Yung hinahataw ng mga magulang. Like, my parents, they would look at my report card, it should be all A's. If they see a B or a C, oh, ano to? Oh, hindi ka kakain ngayong gabi, ha? Ganun yon. For the next 3 days, ikaw magwalis, lampaso, tsaka hugas plato. Swerte nga, hindi ka hinataw, eh, di ba? Tsaka nung pinapalaki kami, you only get medals for first place, second place, third place. Walang participation medal. Diba? Ngayon, I come along. I have a Gen Z. Actually, yung anak ko is like dulo ng millennial, tapos Gen Z. Diba? Kaya, yung mga ibang opinion ng millennial, she agrees with. Pero, yung ugali is sobrang walang pake. Like Gen Z. Ganun yung anak ko. So, your Gen X parents, they raised you. They were like, I'm not gonna do what my parents did with me. Diba? Hindi ko hatawin yung anak ko. Like, I will value my child. So, ang ginawa ng magulang nyo, pinicturean kayo araw-araw, nilalagay kayo sa social media. They told you you were so special. Right? Ang galing-galing nyo, ang ganda-ganda. It's okay, anak. Kahit hindi ka top 1, pero nagreklamo sa teacher. Bakit yung anak ko hindi top 2? Diba? It's our fault. It's partly our fault as your Gen X, parents. That's why my heart goes out to the millennials, right? And then you grew up in like
an age where everything is instant. As instant as just putting hot water in and getting coffee. Diba? So I'm not blaming anyone. Like, everyone is to blame. Even Gen X is to blame for making millennials and Gen Z that way. How do I know? Kasi anak ko is a Gen Z. She's 25 years old. Dulo ng millennial, Gen Z. Yun yung anak ko. Ganun ko siya pinalaki. Diba? So, you know, I'm not blaming anyone. But, like, naiintindihan ko na yung mga pumapasok na, magkano ba yung kinikita mo na sweldo? Magkano ba yung... And I don't know you. You're a stranger. Kasi sanay kayo na instant gratification. Gusto ko now. I want it now. Yung mga magulang naman, it's okay, anak. I will buy it for you. I will beg it for you. I will borrow it for you. I will send you to, you know, ganyan. Instant. No, I'm just very blunt. Because ganyan pinalaki yung Gen X, like tigasin, di ba? Maglalaro kayo? Maglaro kayo sa labas. I mean, that's the truth, right? Patience is no longer a virtue. Yeah, they don't know how to wait, is the problem. Is like, you know, everything is instant. So the need to wait is like, even reading, diba? Reading and scanning. Do you guys know the difference? Hinahagisan ng walis tsinelas. Uy, pare. Yung kapatid ko hinahataw ng handle ng ng walis. Hinahabol pa dun sa ilalim ng kotse ng nanay ko para hatawin. Hinahagisan ng walis tsinelas. Yun ang Gen X and Zenials. Ladi lakas ng dodging skills ko dyan. Oh, talaga, Mike. Prove it. Joke. Demo. O diba, kayang-kayang dodgeball, panalo. Ouch, it hurts. Yeah. You know what? Like, everyone is accountable. No one is innocent. The fact that you're getting, you know, offended na, taray mo na. Kasi ganti, kasi ganti, kasi galit ka, no? Kasi, like, why? Galit ka? Because I'm not. I'm just really blunt. Kasi ganun kami lumaki. Right? Like, we kind of had to take care of ourselves as Gen X. Yung anak ko hindi ganun lumaki. Hindi daw naniniwala, Mike. Oo. Prove it daw, Mike. Prove that. Tutuwa pa yung 20,000 followers. Because that's the truth. Right? Like, millennials, they get a really hard, you know, they get a bad rap. People saying, oh, you're entitled, you're lazy. Who made them that way? Who told them that when they were growing up, they were special? Who took pictures of them, put it on social media every single day? And then, you know, once they graduated and then they started working in the real world, like, they woke up to reality that they're not that special. Walang pakialam yung mga employer. Walang pakialam yung mga client. So ngayon, lost sila. They're parang, wait, what happened? Parang ganon, diba? And it's too bad because, you know what? A lot of the millennials, like, they get a bad rap for being entitled and stuff, but yung ugali ng millennials is like, they want to make an impact, they're concerned about their environment, they want to, you know, make a contribution to their world. Para silang mga hippie ng 2000s. Diba? Yung parang, yung concern nila for their world and their environment is real. But they weren't, you know, they weren't equipped to, they weren't given the toughness to survive in the real world by their parents. Diba? That's why yung mga in-interview ko na millennials, sila yung pinaka-insecure. Which is too bad because you know what? A lot of them are very talented. Pag nag-interview ako ng millennial or Gen Z,
Like, kung woke yung millennial, I know that in the first 5 minutes. Yung millennial, pag matalino yun, talagang matalino. Pag bobo, talagang bobo. Sorry to say. Okay. Kaya yung madali ako mag-decide sa mga ganyan. Sa mga millennials and Gen Z. Like in the first 5 minutes. If, like, they're a woke millennial and they're very eloquent, tas okay yung resume hindi pa patalon-talon, like, within 5 minutes, swipe left, tanggap. You have a response right after your interview. Pero syempre sasabihin ko, for the kung group interview, well, wait until Friday. Pero pag chinek mo email mo, may sagot na. Oo na, bobo na ako. Okay, great. Good that you know. Everyone is accountable. Own up to your accountability. Ano po niche nyo? Well, so ngayon, I do voiceovers, voice acting. I'm just a freelancer right now. So, pero 10.5 years ako, so as a VA with 2 VA agencies. But right now, I'm just a freelancer, which I'm okay with. Feeling ko naman gumagaling ako. Char. Naalala ko talaga yung first interview ko sa corporate, harapan yung sala sa amin. Yung harapan yung sala sa amin. What does that mean? Tsaka yung mga Gen Z, honestly, I was really surprised with Gen Z. Because I would say that interview tips, watch my videos. There's a ton of, there's like, there's at least 100 videos. With Gen Z, kasi yung Gen Z medyo mas tigasin sila. Like, they don't give a fuck. Okay? Right? So yung mga Gen Z, I would say, out of the Gen Zs that I've interviewed, most of them are really smart. Like, they have their shit together. Even if they're like 22, right? Let's say, there was one girl na in-interview ko, she's only 21 at that time, tas friend ng anak ko nag-refer. And then, kasi they were like, nasa GC ng parang mga gamer, blah blah. And then, naghanap ng work. So, may experience naman as EA plus graphic design at that time. So, when I interviewed her, she was only like 21. When I interviewed her, yung background niya bahay. Tapos, nakita ko, people were bringing stuff out of their house. So, naglilipat sila. So, sa likod niya, may naglilipat. Tuloy pa siya sa interview, di ba? Di ba? Tigasin. Lakas ang loob, di ba? Tapos maganda yung comm skills. And then, imagine, she was working at 18. So, from 18 to 21, she's with the same company. Perfect. Look great on her resume. Walang pake. May mga naglilipat sa bahay nila. Wala siyang pakialam. Tuloy pa yung Zoom call. Diba? Yan ang Gen Z. And I would say, out of all the Gen Zs that I've interviewed, safely 35% is maayos. Like, I know within the first 5 minutes that, oh, we want to hire this person or not. Because mas malakas ang loob ng Gen Z kesa sa mga millennial. I mean, yung pagsasala sa amin, isang bagsakan talaga, sabay kami, sasagot sa question sa interview. Tapos yung mga kasabayan ko po sa interview, mga with honors pa. Yeah. So, alam mo ba kung tunay yung with honors or hindi? Mamaya gawa-gawa sa recto, di ba? You don't know. Maybe they're just saying that to psych you out. So, I really enjoy interviewing millennials, sana. But most of them are like really insecure, kind of lost in their careers. And karamihan sa kanila, yung mga call center hopper, VA hopper, hop ng mga VA agency, like, settle down and do something, for at least 2 years. Para alam ko na sanay ka sa hirap. Because, a career is something na hindi mo makukuha ng isang timplahan, parang kape. Pero yung Gen Z pa rin ang pinakabastos na interview ko. Like, they'll just drop out of the Zoom for no reason without saying anything. Just because I asked them a question they didn't like. And my question to one, like, nakakadalawang question pa lang ako. Second question ko, kasi nakita ko sa resume niya, nag-aral siya ng digital marketing. So she has a course for digital marketing. So I asked her, so what do you know about digital marketing? Bigla umalis sa Zoom. Di na pumalik. Maybe the exposure of Gen Z to social media online. Yeah, that's what makes you guys like sanay ka sa instant gratification, instant likes, instant follower. You know why? Because when you get gratified, like when something you want gets satisfied, may nare-release. You know what dopamine is? It's like a chemical or a hormone or a chemical in your brain gets released, right? It's similar to like drug addicts. So like drug addicts, let's say somebody who's addicted to heroin, when they do heroin, so the dopamine floods their brain. So their brain tells them, oh, it's pleasurable, it's great, it's fantastic. And it's kind of the same thing when you get likes for your post. When your post goes viral, di ba tuwan-tuwa ka? That's that dopamine hitting your brain, telling you that you're valued, and it's instant. You get to know in like the next 10 hours if you've gone viral or not. It's that instant gratification. I want it now. I need to know now. Am I going viral or not? So yung mga things that you need to wait for, parang sa inyo is not as valuable. Like waiting for the interview to end. Like, don't just drop out of the interview. If you don't want to be in the interview, tell the interviewer, you know what, I'm not going to proceed with the interview. I really appreciate your time, though. Don't just drop out of the interview just because you were asked a question that you didn't like. Finish what you started. May dalang docs talaga during application, ma'am. As in, May 4, ipapakita. I've done group interviews, but, diba? And I don't ask the same question of everyone. Para may individuality. There are things that you can get now, like now, that you should be doing now, but there are things that you have to wait for. And I think dun walang pasensya yung ibang millennial and Gen Z, unfortunately. Kaya kahit sinet ko yung expectation sa interview na please wait until Friday for our response, and that's how exactly jumping from one job to another. Parang inano ka lang ng TL mo sa call center, ay ayoko na, I'm gonna quit, I quit, parang ganon. Nahirapan ka na ba? Pinagalitan ka lang konti and you've been there 4 months. You quit right away. So what happens when something really hard comes along? You're just gonna quit? You're just gonna keep quitting? So how are you ever gonna find the right relationship? You're just gonna keep jumping from one relationship to another? That's expensive, especially if you have kids. Let's say if you have a relationship with one girl, nagkaroon kayo ng 2 kids, hindi na kayo nagkakasundo, so you have a relationship with someone else, you have 1 kid there. Hindi na kayo nagkakasundo, then you have a relationship with someone else. That's what's gonna happen to your life, because you don't know how to wait. Pag bumagyo, do you learn to cope sa bagyo? Do you learn how to survive sa bagyo? Or you just give up? You can't do that. There are things you cannot wait. You need to wait for. Like a career. Career is built over years. Kahit yung mga pinaka-famous na, walang instant po na career. Okay? You know how long I've been married? 26 years this year. It's not perfect. There've been like really dark moments, really bad moments. But you know what? And you don't know what the fuck you're doing half the time. Pagpapalaki ng anak. You know how old my daughter is? 25. I didn't know what I was doing 75% of, like, I didn't know. Magre-rebelde ba siya or ano. You just need to wait until she gets older if you made the right decisions, you know. Relationship nyo sa bangko. Okay? That takes years to develop. Right? Bank account. To build up your bank account and your money. And your relationship with your bank. That takes years to build. There are things that you just need to wait for. Kaya kailangan pag sinabi sa inyo, okay, please wait until Friday, you'll get an email. Kung makakuha ka ng email before Friday, edi salamat, diba? After the initial interview. Pero wag right after the interview, I need to know if I'm gonna pass into training because I have other applications. That's just rude. Ine-enjoy nyo pa ba yung buhay nyo? Like, you know, because you want everything all of the time instantly. Are you like, what do you enjoy of the world? While you're waiting, like, take a look around you. Put down your phone. You know, take a look around you. Notice what's going on around you. Matuto ako mag-BA soon manifest. So, last week I had, you know, links for free training sa mga hindi pa nila, yung kung hindi nyo pa alam kung anong maging niche nyo, SVA, diba? Tapos wala kayong panggastos sa mga paid training. I have links in some of my videos. Okay? Imbes na gumastos kayo ng 1,000 sa kami ang the best VA Academy na Mickey Mouse yung certificate. Go to my link and find free training on Google. Okay? Google does offer free training. Bakit? Malaking kumpanya po. Malaki ng kinikita nila. They can afford to set aside some of the money for free training. There's training on 2 platforms, Google Skillshop and Google Digital Garage. Mostly on digital marketing. Kaya kung hindi nyo type on digital marketing, at least take the free training and get your certificate from Google. Diba? At least pag humarap kayo sa client interview, oh, I have a certificate. Where from? From Google. Compare nyo, oh, I have a certificate. Where from? Kami ang the best VA Academy. Who was that? Tapos nagbayad pa kayo. Google offers free training, guys. It's in my videos from last week. Hanapin nyo lang. The video is called Big Companies Offer Free Training. Tapos yung mga gusto mag-SEO pero hindi nyo pa alam kung mahirap ba yung SEO or gusto nyo lang itry yung SEO, there's a free training on SEO from Yoast Academy. Yoast is a big name in SEO. So try some of the courses, some of the free courses. Ngayon, kung nagustuhan nyo yung free course, maybe SEO is for you. Diba? Kung medyo masyadong technical sa inyo, edi, at least now you know, oh, hindi para sa akin yung SEO. If you don't know what you want, at least know what you do not want. But at least try it. Diba? Do something for yourself. Okay, paikot-ikot lang ng live na, how. Diba? Tapos, sa LinkedIn Learning po, sa Class Central, lahat ng complete list of LinkedIn Learning nandun. Complete list. May mga, LinkedIn path, learning paths, tapos merong LinkedIn courses with certificate, yung iba free, yung iba partly free. Tapos may mga LinkedIn Learning free courses. Nasa inyo yun. Pili lang kayo. There's like very technical courses. There's courses on business development. There's courses on sales. But do something yourself. Diba? Wanted to try, but I'm not confident with my English. So find a niche where you don't have to be really good at English. Usually yung mga technical, yung mga techie, yan, yung mga web developer, mga, like, if you're good at, if may training ka in cybersecurity, sa mga in-interview ko, yung mga hindi magagaling sa English, usually yung mga designers, and then yung mga dev, yung mga techie. Bakit? Kasi sanay sila nagtatrabaho mag-isa. Hindi sila parang yung appointment setter na panay nasa telepono every day, talking to, leads and clients. But I'll hire a designer, okay, who is so yung English, but has like 5 years experience. Tapos pag nakita ko yung portfolio, tapos marunong mag Photoshop, marunong mag Adobe Illustrator, marunong mag what's that one? Yung notebook, yung parang drawing from scratch, yung kaya gumawa ng logo from scratch, like freehand, like I'll hire that person. Tapos yung English niya, parang ganon. Kasi kaya niya naman yung trabaho. Tsaka yung trabaho niya is like doing logos and infographics and stuff like that. Does it require great English? Not really. Unless mag-work ka direct with the client. Diba? You really have to communicate with the client. Kaya maghanap muna kayo sa libre first. Yung gagawin nyo, kung yung unang makita nyo na video sa TikTok, dahil sinabihan kayo na, oh, if you buy my course and you finish my course, you will earn 6 digits with your clients. Naniwala naman kayo, it's a sales pitch. Naniwala kayo, nag-resign kayo, kinuha nyo yung course. Tapos after you finish the course, sisisihin nyo yung nag-aalok ng course. Kasi sinungaling siya. She didn't lie. It's just a sales pitch. And she told you it's possible for you to earn. She didn't tell you when. She didn't say right after the course, kikita ka na 6 figures. She didn't say that. Tsaka may nakuha ka ba na course? Yes. Kasi naniwala kayo, it's a sales pitch. Hello? May motibo yung tao. 'Di ba? Para makabenta. Marunong ako mag-freehand, kaso nakalimutan ko well, I don't know of any client who's gonna hire you just for drawing. Resign agad, kala magka-client agad. Because you didn't find the answers for yourself. Okay, naniwala ka sa rumor na kumalat sa BPO ninyo, binulungan ka ng kapatid, ng pinsan, ng syota mo, na, wait, yung iba, kumikita ng 6 figures, blah, blah, blah. Ikaw naniwala ka, you didn't do any research on your own, basta naniwala ka. So, who's the idiot? Maybe both of you? Saturated in what sense? Kasi like, for example, yung ibang skill sets ko, like, it's not saturated. I have clients running after me. For example, marketing automation. Like, I've been doing that since 2018. Business operations. Is that saturated? No. Appointment setting. Appointment setters, cold callers, that's super saturated. Hiring po, Sa sex chat line, gusto mo hiring? You didn't ask. You didn't ask like what I'm hiring for. I'm not hiring anyone. Hey, Poy, what's up, what's up? Kasi magtanong kayo. Kasi hindi like, if it was real life, okay, and I am a stranger, I don't know you guys, and you don't know me. Kung magkita tayo sa kalye, lalapit ka basta-basta sa akin, say, hiring po. Why don't you ask? What is your niche? Did you read? You've been a VA in what niche for 10.5 years? What if I said, I know a client who's hiring, but you have to watch videos of children being raped every day. Do you still want to be hired? Magtanong kayo. Gamitin nyo ang utak nyo. Gamitin nyo ang bibig nyo. Tapos magre-reklamo kayo after na, kasi yung trabaho, kasi yung pinapahit sa less than minimum eh. Sino bang pumirma ng kontrata? Yeah, it depends on the niche. Kung makikipagsiksikan ka sa mga real estate VAs, cold calling, usually ganyan, di ba, karamihan. Siyempre, maraming kang kalaban. Kung skill set mo, galing kang BPO. So what's your skill set? Basically calls. Right? That's all you know. That's what happened to me when I started 10.5 years ago. I didn't have any other skill set. I came from the call center. 11 years. Okay? POC pa ako ng CSAT ng isang buong department. Do you think the client gave a shit? The client didn't care. Pero yun lang nakita sa akin ng client eh. Ito po stress sa net ko, both ISPs ko intermittent. May point naman. Kasi ganito yun. Okay? Kung tanongin sa sarili mo, ano yung skill set mo ngayon na babayaran ng client? Kung sagot mo lang dyan is ang English mo na galing call center and marunong ka mag-calls and medyo nag-email and chat support ka, how many people can do that? How many? How many people na VAs can do that? I'll tell you how many. At least, I don't know, 500,000. 600,000, 700,000. Pag nag-apply ka ng general VA, customer support, blah blah, sa Upwork, tignan nyo, kung na-approve kayo ng profile ng Upwork kasi Upwork, ayaw nyo yung mga ganyan, mga general skill set, ayaw ng Upwork yan. Pero tignan mo yung asawa ko, his skill set was building landing pages, CSS, HTML, and marketing automation. Na-approve agad siya. Bakit? Kasi konti lang na gano'n na VAs eh. Hindi gano'n kadami. Siya nga umaayaw sa client eh. Nung nabwisit siya dun sa German na client, nayawan niya. Kasi ang kulit. Kung yung skill set mo is yung dala-dala mo galing call center. Okay? Kung marami kayong ganun yung skill set. Tapos nag-apply ka sa Upwork. Tignan mo kung gaano karami nag-a-apply. Makalaban mo doon 25,000. 15,000 proposals. Tignan mo doon sa gilid. You can see how many people have applied for that job. 15,000, 20,000. Yun ang kalaban mo. Pero kapag skill set mo is marketing automation, and you apply for marketing automation jobs, makikita mo ilan ang kalaban mo? 5 proposals, 3 proposals, 6 proposals. Does that make sense? Kung ang skill set mo is pangkaraniwang, ang dami mong kalaban. If your skill set is kind of, if my skill set is something you've never heard of, okay, something that you have never heard of, guaranteed clients will be running after you for that skill set. Yung mga full stack developer yan, mahal yung mga ganyan. Lalo yung with experience. Mga digital writer, successful digital writer. Hindi yung nilagay lang sa chat GPT tapos sinabi, ay, ito yung writing ko. No. Mga UX designer na maayos, tsaka mabibilis gumawa. Do you even know what UX design is? If you don't know what it is, then your skill set is really general. You don't know how many types of VAs there are out there. You don't even know what the most in-demand skill sets are. So what is your skill set? I'll tell you your skill. You tell me your skill set, I'll tell you mine. Oh, thank you, Poi. If your skill set is admin, VA, and BPO, and really great English, and some email and chat support, if that's your skill set, diba? Kasi galing kang BPO. My skill set is business operations. So I built a VA agency from zero and became a company worth 7 figures in 26 months. Okay, I can set up a business. I can do the SOPs documentation. I do recruitment and profiling. I can do project management. I've worked with project management tools like Asana, Trello, Monday.com, ClickUp. I do marketing automation using GHL. I've done sales. I've done upsells. I've done digital writing. I've written ad copy for paid ads. Now you see why yung ibang VAs hinahabol ng clients and hindi na kailangang mag-interview, and yung kayo, hirap na hirap kayo makakuha ng clients kasi ang dami nyo na ganun yung skill set. What makes you stand out? What makes you different? Did you even think about that? Did you realize na ang dami-dami mong kasama na ganun din yung skill set? If no, you're not prepared to be a VA or freelancer. You didn't do your homework, you didn't do your research. Sorry to say. And I'm not mad at you. I think the truth is one of the most valuable things you could ever give someone. The truth, no matter how much it hurts, is the most valuable thing you can give. Because hindi kita binobola dahil binibentahan kita. Sige, okay lang yan. Kunin mo yung course ko. I-demand yan. Diyos ko, General VA. Oo naman. Kaya mong kumita na six figures. I'm not telling you that. Yeah, masakit yung sinasabi ko, but it's the truth. You know how many years it took me to earn 6 figures? 6 years. It took me 6 years to earn it with one client. Take note that English is my first language. I was educated abroad. And it still took me 6 years to earn 6 digits with one client. Ito talaga nagustuhan ko, Miss Jen, sa pagtambay ko dito. Oh, never. Tignan mo naman. Okay po, I'm not for VA position talaga. Good. Don't lie to yourself. Aminin mo yung totoo. Tsaka sa totoo lang, kung nasa BPO ka, mas stable talaga to. Walang benefits na guaranteed as a VA or freelancer. There's no benefits. There's no 13th month pay guarantee. There's not even a guarantee that you will, let's say hinire ka ng client this month, there's no guarantee that the client will keep you next month. Kung umayaw sa'yo si client, pwede ka nilang bitawan agad-agad. Ako nga, my first client, second week, gusto na nila ako tanggalin. Sipin mo, kabago-bago ko, masakit yun ha. Masakit sa ano ko yun. Why? Because, I speak perfect English. Hello, I'm British educated. And you want to let me go in my second week? Hindi pa nga umiinit yung upuan ko Because the clients don't give a fuck. There is no guarantee. Ang gusto lang malaman ng client, ito yung job title mo, kaya mo bang gawin? Job title ko nun is appointment setter. All the client wants to know is, can you set appointments? And syempre, first week ko, my first 3 days, okay, I'm still like fucking training and listening to recordings. Of course, I'm not gonna know how to do it. And then the next week, Tuesday, Jen, if you don't have any appointments, thank you very much. You don't need to show up tomorrow. Ginanon ako ng client, di ba? Can you imagine how painful that is? Sakit na. Kain na. Di ba? How do you optimize Upwork? Where you can create profiles for, you know, kung ano yung may general profile. Meron akong profile for voice talent. Meron akong profile for general stuff. Ito yung gusto ko, straightforward. Yes, accurate lahat ng yan. Yeah. The most precious thing for me is the truth. Those yung iba magagalit even if you're telling them the truth because they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate the truth. They want to hear na binabola sila. Well, you know, it's kind of your life. You want to live a lie, then, you know, at some point, like, you're gonna have to face that you're living a lie. Walang bola-bola, papaisip ka talaga kung sasaba ka pa. Yeah, nasa iyo yun. Lalo, and isipin nyo yun that was 10.5 years ago. Nung and hindi pa hindi pa kalat na kalat yung mga VAs tsaka freelancers when sumali ako like 10.5 years ago. Ganun na yung client sa akin. My very first client, ginanon na ako. What more ngayon? Lahat kayo nakipagsiksikan para maging VA and freelancer and work from home. So lalo na ngayon, mas matindi ngayon by 1,000% ang competition. And you're gonna come in here and like all innocent and be like, are you hiring? Hiring po kayo? You don't even know what I'm hiring for. You don't even know if I'm hiring because it says there's study time. I didn't say that I'm hiring. Kaya yung mga, like, if I tell you the truth and you still push forward with it, diba? Tigasin ka, bagay ka maging VA. Because there's a lot of things that are gonna happen to you as a VA or freelancer that you are gonna quit. You're gonna wanna quit. I-renew yung contract sa present job mo. Yeah, kung nasa BPO ka, huwag ka mag-resign. Di ba kulang na nga ng 25,000, 30,000 sa BPO? Gawin mo, magpa-promote ka, magpataas ka na sweldo since kulang na sila ng tao sa BPO, di ba? Magre-resign ka tapos wala ka pang skill set. Like, man. How far are you gonna get in life without a plan and a strategy? Any thoughts po may out this? Ayoko na magsalita. na-resign na ako. Last January pa. Yung mga first-timers, yung mga naghanap ng direct clients, it takes them about 8 to 10 months to get their first client. Kaya bakit ka magre-resign sa trabaho mo ngayon? Until you have your client. Imbes na mag-resign ka, mag-research ka muna, mag-training ka muna. Yan mga videos ko, ang daming links for free training. Ngayon, pag nag-training ka, pursigido ka, 'di ba? Once nakakuha ka na ng client, kasi nag-training ka na, nag-research ka na, you feel like you're ready, like nag-invest ka na sa sa headset and sa laptop and nag-pa-upgrade ka ng internet pero hindi ka pa nagre-resign. 'Di ba? Nakakuha ka ng client o project based lang. So it means somebody hired you. Maybe give it, 30 days. So, sacrifice ka muna ng konti ng tulog mo. 30 days muna sa bagong client. Tingnan mo muna, timplahin mo muna yung ugali ni client, what it's gonna be like, how does he communicate, is he willing to train. Ngayon, if after 30 days, like, napamahal na sa'yo yung client and vice versa, then, pasa mo yung resignation, di ba? Pero, yung sweldo mo, yung mga last pay mo, di ba? Like, hindi mo na babawasan. Kasi, nag-invest ka na ng gamit, nag-invest ka na sa training, sa lahat-lahat, before you resign. That's how you plan. That's how you have a strategy. Hindi yung ura-urada na, 'di ba? Dahil hindi mo gusto mo yung TL mo sa call center. Fuck you, TL. I'm gonna resign and I'm gonna work from home. I'm gonna earn 6 digits. Tingnan nyo. Ano ka bata? Truth ang sinasabi ni host, truth about VA that not everybody talks about. Yeah. Ask yourself, yung ina-attendan nyo na live, may motibo ba yung tao? Are they giving a sales pitch? Okay? Minsan na rin kasi ako nabiktima, nagbayad ako ng 6K, tapos ang expectations, kuha agad ng client, hala, 6K? Anong training yan? Go lang this time is smug work from home. The next na sa freelancing if bugbog na sa experience. Mod po pala kayo dati. Yes, that was my first VA agency. Kahit konting thoughts lang po, positive or negative. Well, that was like 6 years ago. So, hindi ko na alam kalagayan nila ngayon. Pero, ang alam ko, hindi na kasi nung umalis ako doon, parang kasagsagan nila yon. Yung parang, yun yung pinaka-successful na nila. Like, they were a company that was earning, like, grossing $20 million a year. Ngayon, hindi ko na alam. Buti na lang nasa mga tamang live ako tumatambay. Ma'am, any website recommendation aside sa OLJ, Upwork, and Fiverr? That's where I go to. So, kung may account ka sa Upwork, swerte ka na na-approve ka. Laki naman, ma'am. General VA 2019 yun. General VA 6,000? Rocket nga yan, bakla. Kaya nga, sobrang go na go ako mag-VA nun. Tapos, grabe marketing strat ng coach. Yan, dami pong ganyan. Pag nag-attend kayo ng live, tapos binibentahan kayo, like, tignan nyo, like, gamitin nyo yung boses nyo. Especially for the millennials. Okay, my darling millennials. Alam ko that you're kind of the lost generation. Little bit insecure. Diba? Like, at heart, your heart is in the right place. That's why you should use your voice and use your brain. Use your brain before your voice. Lahat, pagdudahan nyo. So ngayon, I'm just doing like a lot of like freelance work. There. That's what I'm doing right now. Makinig muna ako dito, 43 minutes. I have to log out at like 9:30, 9:40. OMG, the millennials, man. Yes. I'm the VA interview. I was interviewing VAs for like 8 to 9 years. So, I've interviewed boomers, Gen X, Gen Z, millennials, you name it, whatever. Kaya hindi ako nagja-judge because like everyone is different. Like even introverts and extroverts, like you guys are all different. So, I don't judge yung pag introvert hindi ka madaldal. Hindi kita kinukumpara sa madaldal. 'Di ba? Kasi may mga VAs na dahil nga sa trabaho, hindi talaga sila madaldal kasi sanay sila nagtatrabaho na mag-isa. So you have to sort of take them on that. Like that's their personality. Alam nga, pilitin kita maging madaldal. Hindi ka naman talaga madaldal. Tapos sa trabaho mo, mag-isa ka kadalasan. Nagde-design ka. Does it make any sense na pipilitin kita na mag-mock call? That doesn't make any sense. Kaya yung mga sinasabi ko is reality talaga. Yeah, it's tough, but you know what? It's the truth. And if nobody has told you, like that is, the truth is precious. Right? So, yung iba, you're gonna hear a sales pitch. And I'm not selling you anything. Not yet. Joke. Yes po, meron po ako sa Upwork. Hirap na po ba ngayon magpa-approve? Oh yes, matagal na. Pag mga kung na-approve kayong dati-dati pa, like, dapat i-ano mo yun. Kasi yung mga iba na po pasok na parang hindi specific yung skill set, hindi na-approve. 24 ako, ma'am, kaso pinalaki ako as millennial by heart. Yeah, I can tell. When did you start your VA career? You have a soothing voice. There. VA, 10.5 years ago. I have a soothing voice. Well, maybe that's why I did voiceovers and shit like that. I'll wait, ma'am, sa first album mo. I don't want to do an album. So, may podcast po ako every Saturday ng 12 a.m. Philippine time. Usually, and it's here on TikTok Live. So, last week we had a discussion on marketing automation, which was part 2. So, marketing automations is an in-demand skill. Wala masyadong pupasok. Diba? So, we had, basta marami na naging topic for my podcast every Saturday. So, you guys are welcome to join that. Magsushoot pa ako ng video for this week's, so, I think this coming Saturday, the subject is going to be video resume. So, we're going to talk about video resumes. So, if you want to attend that, that's going to be on Saturday, 12 a.m. Philippine time. I call it the Ballsy Podcast. So, we talk about, it's no holds barred discussion on, almost everything work from home. So, and then, I think tomorrow, hindi ko po alam kung may scheduled na simulation interview. Starting 8 p.m. So, let's say 8 to 11. Okay, kung may... Wait lang sa akin. Kung may sa inyo kung may magpapaschedule ng simulation interview for tomorrow, we're gonna do that for tomorrow starting 8, probably around 8 to 11, parang ganon. Ngayon, kung wala pang schedule for simulation interview, and I'm only doing that for February, then we'll probably just have a discussion on interviews and interview tips. Like, we'll start with what is a structured interview versus an unstructured interview. What are the parts of the interview? So, kung hindi nyo pa alam yung parts sa interview, like for example, behavioral. May part na behavior, lalo na yung mga, for example, pag nagre-recruit ako ng EA, so for sure, bibigyan ko ng behavioral na question pag EA. Okay, so, we can talk about that for tomorrow. And I'm only doing that for the month of February because, parang giving back because, I reached I think 5,000 followers end of last month, mga ganun. So, it's like giving back for February. Sa mga, not sure pa what your niche is gonna be, I have links in my videos from last week. So, there's a lot of, free training there. You can find free training on Google, on Yoast Academy for SEO. Kung interested kayo sa SEO, maging SEO writer, mga ganyan. That's also an in-demand skill. So, kung haluan nyo ng, halimbawa, Google Ads plus SEO, yan. That could be something that's for you. So, you should take the free training at Yoast Academy. Ngayon, kung hindi kayo natuwa sa free training, at least wala kayong ginastos, di ba? Yung in-invest nyo lang is your time. Pero at least ngayon may alam na kayo sa SEO. For 2023, nag-research ako dun sa People Per Hour, which is another platform. But mostly mga project-based na trabaho. So, yung People Per Hour, according to them, for 2023, yung mga pinaka-in-demand skills sa mga work from home, exhibit marketing or exhibition marketing. Do you know what that is? Exhibit or exhibition marketing. or GMT, di ba? Never. So exhibition or exhibit marketing is, if you want that as your skill set, kasi bumabalik na yung mundo after pandemic, 'di ba? So dumadami na yung mga on-site na events, like yung mga tao lumalabas si HTML, CSS and JS right now. What for? For websites, landing pages. So, yung exhibition marketing is marketing events na on-site. Kasi bumabalik na dahan-dahan yung mundo, starting from COVID. So, let's say, for example, gusto ko mag-fund ng concert ng BTS. For example, di ba? So, makakabenta ka ng ticket, but may mga tao nag-aalangan pa dahil wala pa namang official na tapos yung COVID, di ba? Ngayon, if you specialize in exhibition marketing or exhibit marketing, where you can write add copy to get people to show up for the event, or marunong ka gumawa ng campaign with QR codes para safe, hindi na kailangan hawakan ng tao, kumbaga isa-scan lang, you know what I mean? Just to get people to show up for events, exhibition or exhibit marketing is number one skill set. That's gonna be huge for 2023. Okay, other skill sets, UX design. So what is UX design? Graphic design is, the normal design. Nagde-design ka ng infographics, logos, nagde-design ka ng brochure, mga ganyan-ganyan. UX design takes it to the next level. So, ginagawang 3D. So, for example, kung graphic designer ka, gagawa ka ng website mockup. 'Di ba? Yung website mockup mo is graphic lang, drawing, 2D. Yung UX design, 3D. So, nakikita mo yung paano magiging itsura ng website, yung galaw ng mga pages, yung mga drop-downs with UX design. So, that's gonna be huge. UX design is like the next level with design. I would say starting sa UX, if you're a UX designer with experience, and you have to know how to do CSS and HTML, there, in Figma, there you go. I would say starting is around $8 an hour for a UX designer. Okay, another one, LinkedIn marketing, LinkedIn ads. That's gonna be big. Okay, the reason why, kasi yung Facebook ads, okay, matagal na siyang iffy. Every January, si Facebook or si Meta, okay, binabago yung algorithm. So it's very frustrating for the clients that are doing paid ads in Facebook or Meta. Okay, yung TikTok, pabago-bago yung algo. Sa totoo lang, like, if you put out content, they will push your content for, let's say, the first 30 days. After that, wala na silang pake. The best platforms really right now for content and yung steady yung algo, more or less reliable yung algo, is LinkedIn and YouTube. Video marketing is gonna be huge, like this year. And if you're like video editor specializing in TikTok, like TikTok video, pag sinabi sa'yo, I want, TikTok videos edited like Alex Hormozis, tapos alam mo yon, like, ano yon, name your price. If, ka, bihasa na video editor for TikTok, tapos alam mo yung mga styles na, the ones that go viral, dagdagan mo ng typography or yung mga captions, mga ganyan. Mod po yung nasa pin video nyo na tenga yung mga trainees. So, that process happens with a lot of VA agencies. That's what they call the placements process usually. And I think that you'll see dun sa mga comments na ang dami nangyayari na parang natetenga yung mga trainee. Ayun. So, what's another big skill set? Wait lang. Kasi nilista ko. So, last week nag-aral na ako ng LinkedIn marketing and LinkedIn ads. You should do it. It's really enjoyable. Like, super enjoyable doing that. Shit.
Where's my fucking template? Oh, there it is. Perfect. Ayan. So, according to People Per Hour, which is an online, hiring platform, ayan, yung mga in-demand niches for 2023. Exhibition marketing, LinkedIn marketing and LinkedIn ads, web analytics. Yan, yung mga Google Analytics, mga G4. So, if you're fond of like trends and then mahilig kayo sa mga numbers and mahilig kayo sa mga stats, mga ganyan, like, web analytics, Google Analytics could be for you. And SEO. Haluan mo na ng SEO para di ba? So, web analytics is gonna be big. UX design, video marketing, of course. Anything to do with e-commerce. Anything. Tsaka yung mga e-com na business, malalaki yung mga budget. So if you get involved in, let's say, TikTok ads for e-com, like that's big. That's gonna be big. Now, Ms. Jen, I'm doing sample work for technical writing for SEO. There you go. Wala lang na-enjoy ko yung writing. Yeah, do something you enjoy. Ano po legit na pwede matry na online courses? So, like I mentioned earlier, I did videos last week na puro links ng free training. Sa malalaking kumpanya, ha? So, kung ayaw nyo pa bitawan yung 1,000 nyo, 6,500 pesos on paid training, try nyo muna yung mga free. Di ba masarap ang libre? Pag nilibre kayo sa Starbucks, di ba masarap? So, try nyo muna yung training sa Google. Okay, yan. Google has a lot of free training. Yoast Academy has free training on SEO. And then, Amazon Web Services. Yan, medyo bago yan. Amazon Web Services. You should sign up for the newsletter. And then, pag nag-sign up kayo sa newsletter, i-invite kayo pag may webinar. Okay, yung Amazon Web Services. Yung Amazon, pustahan tayo, sasabak yan sa AI. Sa AI game. Like right now, like AI is really hot. Like ChatGPT, tapos may ibang kalaban ngayon yung ChatGPT eh. Sasabak yung Amazon sa AI. So habang wala pa silang AI, medyo bago, punta na kayo sa AWS, Amazon Web Services, kunin nyo yung mga courses. Kasi wala pang pupasok doon, sa totoo lang. E-com. Yan, anything e-com. Okay. Another field that people are afraid of, metaverse and, actually, what na yung metaverse? Yung mga NFTs. You know what NFTs are, right? Yes, Amazon Web Service. Mag-sign up ka sa newsletter para sila mag-a-announce sa'yo yung kung kailan yung webinar. Kasi sila nagsiset ng schedule. Diba? Yan, Web3. There you go. Web3 and NFTs. So, kasi medyo mahirap din yung mga paid ads and content marketing for like NFTs and Web3. So, if you do training, tsaka pwede yung pag-practicean diba? Like, for example, LinkedIn marketing. Content marketing for LinkedIn. You could try it on your own LinkedIn. You have a personal profile for LinkedIn. Diba? Try nyo. Content marketing is gonna be huge. Well, it is already huge. Kahit manood kayo ng videos of ni Neil Patel and Alex Hormozi, Simon Sinek. So those are like influencers, who know a lot about marketing. They will tell you, they all say the same thing. The future of marketing is content marketing. Kung kaya mo magsulat ng LinkedIn post na your engagement is plus 7,000%. Maybe you should just be a content creator, right?
Natapos ko na po yung digital marketing sa Google. Tapos yung isa sa HubSpot, yung social media. Yeah, HubSpot, that's another one you could go to. So yung Google, they have Google Digital Garage, which has the certificate course for digital marketing. Then Google Skillshop. Medyo mas advanced ng konti. Yung Google Skillshop after Google Digital Garage. Go lang, Neva. Go for it, girl. Tsaka yung mga 3D design. Yan, mga Figma. That's super hot. May sinusundan ako na girl here on TikTok, and she has a lot of experience in UX design. And maganda yung mga trabaho niya. Like, yung mga trends in like website design, like she's on them, right? Like last year pa lang, like she was talking about Y2K trends for like landing pages and websites. You know how much she makes? Sa minsan yung customized na website design, isang design she asked, and it's project based. Shit, I forgot. Basta ano siya, nagla-live din siya, tapos hinihimay niya yung mga design ng mga website. There's not that many UX designers that go live, so I'm sure you'll find her. Like one of her designs ranges from like 15 to 25,000. Design lang. Design lang yun Kasi magaling siya. That's why I watch her for like trends. When she talks about trends and what's on the way out. Mga ganyan. Yung mga designer na who are on TikTok and then very active sila gumawa ng content, bihira yung ganun. Kasi as a rule, usually yung mga designer, yung mga techie, hindi sila madadaldal na tao. Medyo introvert, di ba? Kaya yung mga nagpo-produce ng content dito sa mga social media platform who are like designers and mga devs, like you should follow them. Kasi bihira sila. Nakita ko na po siya. Tapos nag-critique din po siya ng work. Pinapacheck sa... Yeah, that's her. That's her. I forgot her name. But, yeah, magaling siya. Magaling siya. Tsaka ang dami niyang tips. She even has tips for Canva, mga ganyan. Honestly, guys, if you want high-paying jobs, like, just go into the fields that nobody wants to go into. That nobody wants to do. Yung iba sinasabi, kaya nga nag-resign sa BPO, ayaw na mag-calls Sales is one of the biggest money makers if you're in sales. Naka-follow na po ako sa kanya. Hindi ko rin maalala name niya. Yeah, pero you know, yung may salamin siya, di ba? Na mukha siyang maliit na babae. Magaling siya. Yeah. Siya magaganda yung mga design na pinapakita niya. Like, it's really, like her Y2K, yung, may nakita ko parang Y2K niya from last year. So cute. So tomorrow po, if may time kayo, hopefully we have some simulation interviews. If not, then, you know, I'll just be doing some tips for interviews. We're gonna start off with, you know, the basics, like, you know, parts of the interview and, you know, some sort of hard and fast rules for interviews. How early should you be to the interview, let's say, diba? How to respond. So, you know, things like that. Pag pinag-schedule ka ng sarili mo interview, what are you gonna do? Things like that. So, I know there's a lot of content out there about yung pinaka-common questions sa interview, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, memorizing answers to questions, to interview questions is useless. Okay? Because hindi mo alam kung anong tatanungin sa'yo. Diba? How are you gonna memorize 100 answers to questions that you might be asked? Kaya hindi ko ina-encourage na mag-memorize ka ng answer. Okay? What I will advise you is you should listen. Listen well. Bago ka sumagot. 'Di ba? Kaya mo ba mag-memorize ng 100 na answer before your interview? Lalo kang malilito. And if may niche ka na, for example, you're a media buyer or, and you're looking for some interview tips, blah, blah, I've done a lot of videos. Because I've interviewed almost every type of VA. Okay? Like I've interviewed developers, I've interviewed, graphic UX designers, I've interviewed ISAs, appointment setters, I've interviewed project managers, people who are nagpapapromote, like I've done interviews for that. I've done interviews for media buyers, whether that's Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever kind of ads. Like, it's... Is it hard? Sort of. Oh, thank you. Bad boy. Bad boy, hindi to sa'yo. Bad boy. Kasi syempre, iba yung mga questions you're gonna ask a media buyer compared to a web developer. Diba? And you can't fucking fool me. Like, I'm not a web developer, but I can tell when you're lying. And trust me, like, people have tried. Ililista nila sa resume na web development. Yeah. Tapos pag tinanong ko, okay, so tell me about some of the software you've used, some of the plugins you've used. Do you have any links to any websites that I can look at that you might have, been a part of? Tapos sasabihin sa akin, Wix. I do websites using Wix. You're not a developer if you use Wix. You're not. I mean, my dog could develop a website using Wix. It's like just getting templates. Pag in-interview ko for marketing automation role, tatanungin ko, what's your experience with marketing automation? Well, via email. Oh, okay, so tell me about your process for marketing automation using emails. Well, for example, for recruitment, if somebody's failed, then I pull up the template and then I send them the template. That's not marketing automation. Like, you can't fool me. My bullshit meter is, like, pretty high. Tsaka sa BPO, like, I spent, like, 5-6 years in fraud for credit cards. So I'm kind of used to people lying to me. So maybe I don't know what you're lying about, but I can kind of tell when you're lying. Tapos pag binigyan ka ng sitwasyon. So let's say I'm not sure if you're lying or not. I'll give you a situation. And I can tell from the way that paano mo i-handle yung situation kung alam mo yung ginagawa mo or hindi. Kaya what you should do when you prepare for interview, prepare for the hardest interview of your life. Kasi hindi mo alam kung anong mangyayari. Yung mga pinapanood nyo sa TikTok, mga mock interview, na kunyari client, tapos kunyari VA, tapos alam nyo na scripted. You know it's scripted, right? Because, hello Jada, how are you today? So tell me about your experience as a social media manager. It's not a mock interview. It's a script. Because alam na may script na sila, sinulat na, you will say this and I will say that. They're just reading it off their laptops or phones or whatever. Sa interview, bibigyan ba kayo ng script? O ito sabihin mo, tapos ako sasabihin ko to. It doesn't prepare you for an interview in any way. Right? So paano yun makakatulong sa'yo sa tunay na interview na spontaneous? Pag scripted, it's the opposite of spontaneous. It's scripted. Alam mo na kung anong mangyayari. Pag spontaneous, you have no idea what's gonna happen. So what should you do? Simulation interview. It's like a real interview. Yeah, I don't do that, sorry. So you can watch my videos and you can like attend my podcast and the lives and learn from that. Like do it yourself. If you do it yourself, you'll appreciate it more. Sana may natutunan kayo. Sana natanggal yung ibang mga maling ideas about working from home. Because, I think everybody deserves the truth. Even if masakit siya or parang medyo hindi ka agree, but at least you know the truth. Tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow. Tsaka marami pang akong videos about behavioral questions in interviews. And I did a lot of those last year. So you can actually, go through the videos, stuff like that. May mga VA tips po ko sa YouTube. So on YouTube, I'm same, the VA interviewer sa YouTube. May mga VA tips po doon. Tsaka may mga replay from the previous podcast. Tsaka yung mga nakikita niyo yung mga course, like, wag ura-urada. Okay? Isipin niyo muna, anong motibo nito? Okay? I-research niyo yung tao na nag-aalok ng course. Maghanap kayo ng tunay na reviews. Do they have good reviews? Do they have bad reviews? Like, find them on social media. Find out what people are actually saying about them. Diba? Bago kayo maloko, try nyo muna yung free courses before you actually put out money. Kasi investment din yun. Tapos umaasa kayo, tapos yung pala, nadala lang kayo sa sales pitch. Alright, hope I see you guys tomorrow for the kind of the simulation interview session. I hope you guys learned something